Visit justcallmo.com or give us a call at 1-800-CALL-MO. It's that easy.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end.
The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Like our original gold-rimmed Bluebell homemade vanilla, the country's gold standard of ice cream flavors since 1969. Its hand-cranked taste takes you back to simpler times. That's why we put the word home right on the carton.
The good old days are being made right now.
The good old days are being made right now.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go.
All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning storm pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. We're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real fast, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready?
Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now.
Right now.
Now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Country past the city limit sign where there's a honky-tonk near the county line. The joint starts jumping every night when the sun goes down. They got whiskey, women, music and smoke. It's where all the cowboy folk go to boot scoot boogie. I got a good job. I work hard for my money. When it's quitting time, I keep the door running. I fire up my pickup truck and let the horses run.
They have been called the Brooks and Dunn of radio, and we are here to boot, scoot, and boogie all over Deadass today. Welcome to Senning Show. It's a honky-tonkin' Tuesday. My name is John Senning. He is the Brown Thrasher. His name is Dizzy. Thank you for being here. I have overcome the great plague of 2026 as easily as I could. I was just telling you off the air, Diz, I think you put together a hell of a best of. I saw a lot of people complimenting what was going on in there, so great work. Great work. I really thought, I was telling everybody last week that I thought my time had come because I'm allergic to cats and I happen to have a cat living in my house. You were with me on Friday. I even we went grocery shopping together and I said, I got to get some allergy medicine. I think I'm getting allergic to this damn cat. Yep. And then Saturday morning, the hantavirus had full grasp of me. and I spent the last 3 days in bed dosing myself with all sorts of tinctures and potions to be healed. And I'm feeling, let's say, honestly, 87% today.
That's good.
87%.
How, when you're feeling sick, do you stick completely away from the smoking and stuff?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Thank you for asking that. And if you want to find a way to interact with the program, 800-771-1025. Hit us up on social media at The John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor, and you can watch us live on YouTube. Shout out to everybody who hung tight in the YouTube yesterday. I popped in there at one point, and the numbers were holding. So thank you to everybody who was watching when there was nothing to actually watch. It's very funny because whatever this illness was, Saturday morning, Friday night, I was with you on Friday. Friday night,
that worried me.
I went to, I'm worried for you, to be honest with you. But so Friday night, we went to stop by the grocery store. I stopped by the grocery store to get oranges and limes because I was going to be drinking some tequila, which I did. So I drank and had a great night on Saturday night and all of that. And then we both woke up, my wife and I woke up Saturday morning, did not, legitimately when I tell you, we didn't really get out of bed from Saturday morning until yesterday afternoon.
So you guys hit it the same time.
And
she
was initially far worse than
women,
I was.
You know?
Yeah, well, I will tell you, I'm normally the bitch boy, and she had it worse than me in the beginning. But I when I'm sick, I just want to beat it. I'm just like, let me stay in bed. Let me take. I turned you on to them that one time, and I don't know the name of them. Those vitamins that have, it's got like the quercetin vitamin or vitamin C, echinacea, elderberry. So I'm popping those. I got this Mullen stuff that you drop for your lungs. So anyways, I'm dosing myself. And Saturday night, I thought I was like coming out of the woods fully. Danielle's still in bed. The Ronda Rousey fights were on. And so I'm like, let me just go out. I'm going to leave the bed. I'm going to go have a little night by myself in the living room. And I did. I partook. Oh. I rolled a little something up. I was like, all right. Everything was fine. Was thinking that I was coming out of the woods, and then Sunday when I woke up, it was
all over again.
Pretty much, reset. I was just right back where I was. So I did dabble a little bit. But for the most part, just been hunkered down. And thank you on a last minute notice for putting together a great best of.
Of course, if I could have, I would have put together a little team last minute. But I had some stuff I had to get done, so I couldn't. But how often do you shower when you're feeling like that? Because me, I'm like, if it's like Saturday, I woke up like that at least 5-6 times a day. I'm showering.
Well, especially because it was like a kind of up in the head type deal. Yeah. I want to be like hot heat.
Yeah.
So I probably showered no less than 3 times Saturday, Sunday, Monday,
and then just slept,
and then just slept, which I don't know if it cancels it out. I don't know if it cancels it out, but I have felt so behind on my sleep anyways. So I don't know if like when you're sick and you sleep, it's not like you're really catching up on your sleep.
Yeah.
But I definitely made up for what has been a run of not the best sleep in my life. But
you sound fine, bro.
Yeah, I feel really, really good. I feel terribly for Drew. I know he's fighting through it the same, and he came in yesterday. He's here as well. He suffers for his heart because he's pushing through at this point.
Was Mo in there with him yesterday?
I have no idea. I would imagine so, but I don't know. I think I heard multiple members of the morning show were sick this morning as well, I believe.
Oh, man.
So Carmen was sitting Monica's in a real tough position, and Johnny B for that matter.
Yeah, because they're in that chair.
They're in the midst of people who are sick. But I was talking to somebody this morning. There's something going around, rhinovirus, some sort of cold or something. But
what was your thing? Just a head cold the whole time?
Pretty much, yeah. It got. I just got super congested, and then at some point, like on Sunday, I started a cough that was like hacking stuff up. But it kind of. Like when I left the house today, I was like, all right, let's go see how it goes. I'm feeling pretty good. And I've had meetings this morning. I felt pretty good. I said, 87%.
Is Danielle at Elevate like anything to get out the gym?
I will tell you.
Because you said Monday.
Out of all of the things that like I had minor stress about, and I never like to miss the show, but it's also like, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Time marches on. But it was Monday I told the story last week that the Elevate folks have been pushing me to get back into the gym because I've been off of it. And I said, Monday.
Yes.
I don't know if I actually sent it, but I don't know if I sent it to Lloyd, but I think I said, blood oath, I'll see you on Monday.
Oh, man.
So then Sunday night started coming, and I just realized, like, this isn't getting better. I don't know if I text you Monday morning or Sunday night because I was going to text you Sunday night. And then Sunday,
I think it was Monday morning.
Was it? Yeah, I think it might have been Sunday night that I reached out to Danielle and I said, I'm not well. I'm just not well. That's all there is to it. So hopefully they forgive me, and it's going to still probably take a couple more days before I'm ready to pump iron or do cardio. But it's coming.
Next Monday.
It's coming.
Next Monday.
Change. It evolves. It evolves slowly. What else was there? Sick, feeling better now. All of that, dude. I had a wild. We always say there's a lot of things going on in my neighborhood all the time.
Oh yes,
dude. I didn't know what to do. I felt so helpless. As a man who loves the ducks, dude. These big ass Muscovy ducks that roam through my yard, through my neighborhood. I'm sitting on the couch, windows open. I'm gathering stuff for the show, and I just start hearing screaming emerging, like not casual, like kids screaming, like something's wrong screaming. Dude, and I look out my window, and there is a pit bull mix of some sort running down the road right towards a group of Muscovy ducks.
Oh, man.
And sure enough, this dog hops right on this duck, and right behind it is its owner. It starts like, I don't know any other phrase to use other than like beating the dog with its with the leash.
With the leash?
With the leash. The dog is not letting go. Finally lets it go. He kind of gets it in his arms. Then the dog goes back to the duck.
Oh.
This happened like 3 or 4 times that the guy got the dog and then the dog broke free again. And
dog's like, you thought, bitch.
Dude, well, it was rough. I went to try and locate the duck after the fact. I could not locate.
Oh, them coyotes got it. Well, they finished the job.
Well, not in the broad daylight, so I can only hope that the duck some way made it, but it was very, very traumatic. And the guy kind of was like, I don't know. Should you like be mad at the guy? Because when I went out, I went out there
for beating his dog.
No. Well, both. The beating his dog and not being able to control his dog enough to where he's murdering ducks in the middle of the street.
I think it would be the latter. I think if you have a dog, you should definitely be able to keep it under wraps.
Well, because I went, but there was the lawn guy was showing up right around that time. So I went, and the guy had kind of wrangled his dog, and he was walking back towards us. And I didn't really know what to say to him, but I was kind of like, learn how to control your dog.
Yeah.
But instead, he was like, a little bit of excitement to get the day going. And I wanted to be like, all right, everything's good. Everybody's just making jokes here.
Animal was just murdered.
Everything's. So then I said to the lawn guy, I go, did you see the duck? And he was like, oh no, he gone.
Oh, you have an Asian guy?
No, yeah, he was like, he's licking his wounds.
He no here.
Yeah, so I don't know. I legitimately walked over there. I looked for the duck for a minute. He wasn't there. I can only hope he flew away and is living somewhere.
Bleeding to death.
Nah, I hope he's not. I hope he's not bleeding.
Oh, I'm sure he went to a vet. I think everything's fine.
No. The ducks, creatures outside the animals, they're much stronger than we think. I mean, he didn't really ever get him.
Yeah.
Got a couple good grasps on him, but he didn't ever really have him to the point where I was like, that duck is dead. And when he got loose, he ran away. So he had that in him.
I'm surprised that he allowed it to happen 3 times.
Oh, I don't know what was going on because on the last one I was like, oh, thank God he's got control.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's coming back again. Like he just kept coming back, and
you just saw him chasing it. You didn't see how he got off the leash.
I didn't see how he got off the leash in the first place.
What kind of dog was it?
He was like a mix, like a pit mix or something,
okay.
Like a big brindle pit mix type situation. So that was exciting to get the blood flowing on a day back to work. Dude, I did want to say I was going to bring it up at the beginning of the show. It's kind of it's past now, but actually maybe not because I still got a little. It is a honky tonkin' Tuesday, so I got a little Brooks and Dunn riding. Shout out to Sylvia, R.I.P. We love you, Paul. Vroom vroom. You don't know this, but Sunday night was the Academy of Country Music Awards.
Yeah, of course.
And
we all followed it.
Brooks and Dunn won Duo of the Year, and they've been winning it like every year forever. And people are mad at Brooks and Dunn because they haven't put out new music in like 15 years.
Yeah.
And
how do they win it
they're
still?
still winning Duo of the Year over like artists that are big and putting out new music and all sorts of stuff.
That's like Outkast is still winning best rap duo. Like,
You're not wrong. There's a lot of controversy in the country music award genre. One, people are mad at Brooks and Dunn for winning awards.
Because they ain't us.
I mean, that's the thing. If you're a Legends and you're still out there touring, like, do you just give it to them because they're Legends?
Yeah. No. You got to earn that still.
Yeah.
Each year you can't go on just your history of being a legend. you got to do some new stuff. Or then what's the point of us doing these awards?
And that's the thing. I'm not tuned into all awards. I do like watching the country awards mostly because there's lots of performances. But they, I think they even made a joke about like they don't know why they keep winning. Hold on, this is Brooks and Dunn. I was gonna post it on the story and tag. Did I?
Yeah,
I did post it on the story.
It was just one of them talking.
Yeah. This would be me, by the way.
You think, like,
The lead.
after being around this long, Shania was talking about starting out in honky tonks and bars when she was,
Brooks and Dunn.
I don't know. Somebody else said they started when they were 13. Finally had their first hit when they were 30. Anyway, I remember playing a strip mall in Tulsa, Oklahoma, going, I've ruined my life because I dropped out of college, which I shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Hold on, this is the guy that says it. He's like, I don't know why we're winning
I don't
these.
know why y'all aren't getting sick of us, but God bless you for hanging with us because we loving it, y'all.
Same for us. Yeah. That really resonated with me as well as far as us bringing the Brooks and Dunn. I don't know why people aren't sick of us, but we're still here. We're still doing it.
We were talking on Friday about like, oh man, we need to have a close segment, not close segment, a close theme like Carlton them have with the drops. That would be a drop.
That would be
include.
That would. Oh, we were talking about that. That's a good memory, and that would be a perfect
great
one.
drop.
The other one was everybody was mad because Morgan Wallen didn't win anything. Which to you, from the outside looking in, not being a country music fan, does it feel to you like Morgan Wallen is the biggest country artist out there?
Morgan Wallen that's the one that climbed the fence. That's your boy.
He's the one. No, that's Zach. That's Zach Bryan.
See, I get them confused. I would say Morgan Wallen is like the Drake of that music.
Pretty
right?
much, yeah.
Like he's a hit, but not everyone likes him.
Maybe. I mean, he definitely has like the big controversy was he didn't win the album of the year and he didn't win entertainer of the year. His album sold more copies and went diamond like 10 times. It was the most listened to album of the year.
I think those things don't count nowadays because all those people pay for streams now, I think. Like the fake streams of stuff just to pump the numbers up and get other people listening.
Yeah, I wonder who though? Like how do you ever determine what is actually good?
Well, it's because it's it's kind of like, so I'm watching, you ever watch the show Silicon Valley? It's like about the app startup, whatever. So they have this thing that they start up and they're like, oh, we're killing it in downloads.
Yeah.
But there's not reoccurring people coming in
I
reusing
see what you're
it. It's
saying,
the same thing. When the albums drop, big streams, but the numbers don't stay strong because they bought those streams.
Yeah, and that he is in that realm of you wonder because like so his album after the award show went back to number one.
Yeah.
But like for example, I think the timing was just interesting as well because he sold out the Swamp in Gainesville on Friday and Saturday night, 80,000 plus 2 nights in a row. And then, some guy wins who was probably deserving, but you go, he's not the biggest and he's not the most successful country artist or entertainer of the year. Probably whether you love him or hate him, and a lot of people hate him is Morgan Wallen.
And you're a love-hate or you just...
No, I will tell you, I never really, a couple songs here and there, I kind of liked, and then I think it was almost a year ago to the day that album dropped. There was a double album. It was like 30 songs. I loved it. I listened to it all year.
Yeah.
And
too many songs.
Yeah. That's the new model, dude. The new model is, especially for him and other country artists, is like they'll drop this double album and then you won't get another album for like 3 years.
Oh man, see, I'm more of a like, give me 12 to 16 tracks that are good instead of like, for instance, we were talking about the Drake thing. You dropped 3 albums.
Yeah.
There's like 40 something songs. Way too much music to listen to.
You're not, and
you're gonna get bored after a while.
How many songs? Oh my gosh, it was more than I even thought. So so this dropped almost a year ago to the day. 37 songs.
Way too much.
30, but then the guy probably won't drop another album for 3 years. So you could just as easily, you've got 3 albums here.
Yeah.
You could just go, I'm going to drop one this year and I'm going to drop an album every year.
Yeah.
Which I think is probably more exciting. But either way, people are mad at Morgan Wallen didn't win, and they're mad that Brooks and Dunn still are winning.
They hate us because they ain't us.
When was it that I texted you about the crash? Was that on Saturday?
Yeah.
I think I was at that point. I was hoping that I was going to make a miraculous comeback on the sickness, and I was just not mentioning to you. But we watched a bunch of movies. We watched a bunch of stuff over the weekend, and one of them. Have you guys talked about this anywhere? Did you guys talk about this with JP?
No.
So if nobody has watched it yet, and I wish I could have been more thoughtful, and because I knew it was coming. And I wish I would have said, hey, everybody that possibly can watch it over the weekend, because I had been tuned into this story for quite some time, and I had...
oh, really?
Yeah, well, because I had listened to at least YouTube podcast about it, and then I watched, I think, a Dateline about it as well.
Do you remember the year that happened?
It happened in 2022.
Oh, okay.
Is when the crash actually happened. But this documentary was released on Netflix on Friday, and it has to do with this girl, Mackenzie Shirilla. She was in a vehicle with her boyfriend and her boyfriend's friend late at night, early in the morning. And long story short, to boil it down, she's going like 100 miles an hour, and she just drives straight into a brick building, killing her boyfriend and killing the other kid in the car as well. And at first, it was like, what a terrible accident. This is so sad. How and why did this happen? Everybody thought it was maybe something went wrong with the car. They find out immediately there was no alcohol in her system. There was really no drugs in her system, a little bit of weed, but she was a huge pothead. So they were like, we don't think that attributed to this. And as it goes on, you find out, for lack of a better phrase, this chick is kind of a psychopath and is not a really, really good person. She is now in prison for murder for these two for these two guys. The way that they tell the story in the Netflix documentary, and I already had tons of preconceived notions, is I'm watching the first half of it. I go, are they not like going to point out that this chick was wretched? Because they just kind of paint it as she's this popular girl, and they were big on TikTok, and they got this friends group that is so sweet and so nice. I'm curious what your takeaway was watching it for the first time. Did you automatically think, lock this bitch up, or was there any part of you that thought that they got this whole thing wrong?
So as I was watching it, and we got to the point, because it's kind of what you were saying, I was like, what are they doing right now painting with her? So I paused the show because I was actually watching with my parents, and I was like, what are your thoughts? And we were like, what do you think this is going? And I think she crashed the car because she cheated on her man with the other guy and didn't want them to find out.
Damn, that's a good that's a really good guess.
Yeah, 2 birds with 1 stone, I thought. And we were all taking our guesses because I was like, it's so weird how they're like, like you said, starting this up and making it like almost feel sorry for her. Like,
definitely,
this poor girl.
It really was.
Yeah.
And I had to imagine I knew where it was going because I knew about the audio and the videos that they had and some of the things that happened online. So I knew it was getting there, but they really, if you didn't know, you watch it thinking, well, what the hell's going on here? This is just a sweet girl and her friends that were in a terrible, terrible accident.
Yeah. And I'll let you get into it because there's more stuff that I was just like, what the hell am I watching?
So as it kind of unfolds, and I mean, there are spoilers here, and if you watched it and you have thoughts, I'd love to hear from somebody because I guess, and I did not know this until watching the documentary, there are legions of people out there who think she has been wrongly charged and that she shouldn't have gotten any trouble. But as the story goes on, they start painting the picture of this girl who is really just a wretched bitch and bully in a lot of ways. And they start getting into text messages of her and her boyfriend. They start then getting in what I thought was some of the most damning video and audio. And they didn't even really share all of it because I've heard a lot more of it.
Oh, really?
On podcasts, where there was a situation where he had locked her out of his house because she was no. I'm just saying there's way more of it. There's way more audio to it.
Like there was a history of it.
And she's just absolutely kind of unhinged. And they go through all of the investigation to find out if the car misfired, to find out all these things that could have been. And really, this chick was going 100 miles an hour, never let off the brake, never attempted to steer away, never attempted to do anything to stop it. And ultimately, it seems as if she did it on purpose to kill her boyfriend. Well, to do something, whether she knew she was going to kill everybody, but to kill those people. And they ask this question in the show. So I guess that means she was ready and willing to kill herself as well?
I know. I think she kind of planned it out because it sounds like they didn't have their seatbelts on. So I feel like
still at the very least, it's still a gamble.
Oh,
like you have
100%.
you have to be willing to die at the very least.
Yeah, I don't know if she was willing to. I think she was just dumb enough to think like, oh, I can nail this. They're not wearing a seatbelt. I go fast. They say something. I go, oh, don't worry, we're good. Blah blah blah. Boom, crash. Too late for you to adjust, and that's gonna solve everything.
Yeah, and then it really gets crazy when almost immediately, and you've got like the parents of the kids that were killed in this crash. Seeing this immediately, her and her mom, I think while she was still in the hospital after the accident, start like responding to these, which I think 90% of the time these are fake anyways, where somebody like commented on one of her pictures and were like, hey, we'd love to work with you.
Yeah,
Dude, people get those posts all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, we'd love to work with you. And then her and her mom start responding like, oh yeah, please, taking the advantage of these opportunities to do modeling and things like that. Like 2 days after she killed 2 people, they went out a couple months later on Halloween, which they tried to explain it away, but they showed it in court.
Insane.
That they went dressed as corpses
Insane.
on Halloween, like 2.5 months after she had killed 2 people.
Like, who in their right mind, even if she did that and you're her friend and you believe that she didn't do this, doesn't go, well, maybe we don't do this year. Maybe we go with something else.
And I think that's the thing that's
corpse
crazy.
bride at least, like just a corpse. That's insane.
The thing that's interesting about it is that there wasn't really any diagnosed mental problems or serious drug addiction, because it's hard to believe that somebody at her age, 17 years old, was just that heartless and brutal to, first of all, do it in the first place and then pop out of the hospital and be like, yeah, okay, let's get back to life, and clearly thought she was going to get away with it for a while. If you have not watched it, it's probably one of the more intriguing documentaries or true crime documentaries that has been on Netflix in quite some time.
One of those documentaries where the parents are just POSs. You didn't even notice the shirt the dad was wearing.
I did not. I had to go back and look at it. What does it say? Crash Boom?
It says boom, and it's like it looks like a cartoon crash.
Yeah.
And then it says boom on it. I was like, this guy's wearing a shirt with boom crash on it.
Well, and I do know that there's a way that you can support your kids through anything, and it's well documented. We've talked about a million different stories. The one that always comes to my mind is the Gabby Petito deal, when Brian Laundrie's parents seemingly were going to help him cover up a murder. And I understand you got to shrill for your kids, but at the same time, first of all, they set the stage that they would never admit to any of her wrongdoing or punish her for anything. She had been suspended out of school for all these different reasons. The parents never took any accountability for anything. But then to see them sit there and pretty much just explain it all away. And even when her mom stood up in court.
Oh my God.
Dude, she didn't have a lawyer in her ear telling her what not to do, because she came off as the most wretched, heartless bitch ever, and almost kind of tried to blame it on she said something about the other kid, about him like being a new friend.
Yeah, she was like, well, we loved so-and-so. That was like they were so in love and blah, blah, blah. We don't even know the other guy. He just joined the crew. I don't know why we're all sad about that.
And the judge immediately was like, are you insinuating that this guy's life was worth less?
Yeah.
I mean, they were just bad people. And I did not know this. You sent me the article this morning. The father of this girl has been placed on administrative leave following the release of the Netflix documentary. Steve Sharilla was removed from his position as an art and digital media teacher at Mary Queen of Peace School in Cleveland. The removal followed comments he made about his daughter in the film. I mean, I don't know, in the day and age where you can pretty much fire anybody for anything, I don't know how, if you're the employer of this guy, that you could stand by and want to support him in any way. Like, they come off so clueless and so heartless. It's a terrible tragedy, but also very fascinating to see this family that at the bottom of it all just seemed to have like no soul or care for this terrible thing that happened.
And the adopted dad was the first one to get the ball rolling, because when he was like looking at all that, he goes, there was no tire marks to indicate that she was trying to stop or nothing. He's like, it seems fishy. And he started asking questions, and she's like, I'm not good enough to talk. And he's like, you're not good enough to talk, but you're commenting on those things you had mentioned.
Well, and I think that the boyfriend's parents were kind of with her, because remember they had that clip. They were like talking to his ghost or something.
Yeah,
remember that was weird. They were like, I don't know. It was like a bootleg sort of Ouija board situation where they were like talking to the dead kid at first, and then he's like, and then we started kind of realizing what was going on here, and it's a wild documentary about another one of fascinating point, and I could tell she didn't know, but it just stacked on at this point. First of all, you could tell she's got a whole new thing going in prison. Like, she looked like I don't know what you would call her, but she looked like she's fitting in prison.
Yes.
And then she starts like talking to her that point where she starts kind of talking to her lawyer.
Yeah,
almost not realizing that they were going to use that in the documentary as well. I don't foresee her getting I don't foresee her getting out of prison ever, but it's a crazy,
Well, she has
crazy
only
story.
30 to life she could do, right?
No, it was
Don't
only
they say?
15. No, she ended up getting the 15 to life, not the 30.
I thought it was they stacked both of them.
Oh,
They-
concurrent,
yeah.
concurrently. If you do concurrent, doesn't that mean the same time rather than stacked on top?
Let's see.
Because I thought she would be eligible for parole in 15 years.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so she'll be eligible for parole in 15 years. But it's a crazy thing to watch. And yes, this guy, I would imagine, probably not going to get his job back anytime soon.
No. I think they were waiting for this to happen so they can get rid of this prick. Because I think they imagine that they legally they couldn't just fire him just because of what's going on. They probably could have been sued. But now that you went and said these things on this camera, now we could sue you. Well, not sue you. We could fire
can
you
at least
for that.
get rid of you.
Yeah.
It's a crazy, crazy story. So check it out.
And even in court, he looked like he didn't give a damn. He was like cleaning his fingers with his teeth and just like looking around.
It's so weird. Like everything about it was just so weird. Because like, what is I don't know it can be genetically passed down to be kind of just heartless and aloof like that.
Yeah.
But it was like none of them cared. Like that was
Yes.
just the vibe that I got, that none of them understood the magnitude of the situation, and none of them really cared.
Yeah, I definitely got the idea of like this is just something she learned from her parents. They're crappy people, and it passed down.
It never held her accountable for anything. We did essentially spoil the whole show, but I went into watching it knowing everything about it, and I still thought it was great. So go watch The Crash on Netflix. It's not going to make you feel good about humanity, but it's an interesting story. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, it's time for That Thing. There is a similar theme, mildly, between the two things we're talking about right now. This story out of Tennessee, and it has to do with a true crime story that is landing somebody with a $15.2 million lawsuit. And on Honky Tonkin' Tuesday, the guy who's being sued is a country artist. I'll give you all that and a bunch more coming up next on more Senning Show. Thanks for being here. Sam Barber this Thursday at the Sound. Get your tickets. It's going to be a hell of a show.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone. It's talk radio where we say what we want all day long. You know that crazy you think about all day, every day? Well, you may think it, but we say it. That is 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The real story in lab-grown diamonds is the outrageous markups other jewelers are charging for them.
That's Brian Stamey, Vice President of International Diamond Center.
Jewelry stores are marking up lab-grown diamonds as much as 800%. It's insane.
So instead of continuing to see customers overpay, IDC is changing the game.
For our customers, we have secured direct access to a wholesaler of fine quality lab-grown diamonds. Every size, every shape. IDC will facilitate the purchase at wholesale pricing directly from the grower. Look, we will always stand behind natural diamonds. But if a customer wants a lab-grown option, we can at least make sure they aren't being price gouged.
International Diamond Center.
For over 4 decades, IDC has stood for one thing above all, protecting our customers. No games, no inflated prices, just the diamond you want at the fair price you deserve.
So don't overpay. If you want a lab-grown diamond, come to IDC and save thousands. International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
Hey, fellas. It's JoJo here, a.k.a. Judge Juicy. We need to talk about something serious for a second. Your penis. If you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, so is your partner. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it because at Prestige Men's Medical Center, they restore men's sex lives. Even when Viagra and Cialis don't work, their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE regardless of your age or your medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right there in the office before you even leave. Men, you can now last longer. And the best part of Prestige Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone check for free. Do yourself the favor and call today. 813-288-2202. Get your confidence back. Get back to your old self. So book your free first treatment today. 813-288-2202. Or go to prestigemensmedical.com. And that's my final ruling.
AutoNation, there's no pressure, no surprises, just the keys. Now through Memorial Day, get 0% financing on your favorite new vehicles. You'll save thousands of dollars in interest alone. Drive the car you want today with 0% financing. Don't wait. Memorial Day savings end May 25th. Hurry to your nearest AutoNation dealership. Less stress, more go. Visit AutoNation.com for eligible vehicles. 0 APR for a limited term with approved credit. Cannot be combined with other offers.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
We're living through a monetary crime scene, and your IRA or 401k is a key victim. Hi, Dr. Ron Paul here. In 1971, gold was $35 an ounce. After the dollar was cut loose from it, inflation soared. And in just 9 years, gold hit $850. People who diversified into precious metals survived and thrived. Today, we're in a worse position because we face inflation and massive debt. Fortunately, gold is still an option. My trusted friends at Birch Gold Group can help you own gold inside your retirement account without penalties or taxes. Start now by getting a free info kit on gold. Text the word SECURE to 989898. We're facing the same monetary chaos as the 70s with significantly more debt. Get your free info kit from Birch Gold. Just text SECURE to the number 989898.
Join us for the 4th annual Sergeant Anthony Molstad Defender Ruck, June 6th in St. Pete. Ruck it, walk it, or run it. Registration is now open. Sign up now. RunSignup.com/Anthony's Defender Ruck. The event is to help prevent soldier suicide in the honor of Sergeant Anthony Molstad. Join us June 6th in St. Pete.
At Farrah & Farrah, our power comes from lawyers who believe in your case. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing, right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
Anytime I play a country song and Dizzy doesn't hate it, I'll put it in the rotation. Welcome back to Senning Show. It's a honky-tonkin' Tuesday, headed into a holiday weekend.
Was a wooden end standing over by the door. Fell in love with a Choctaw maid over in the Georgia store.
Dude, Hank Williams is coming this summer.
That's this guy?
Yeah.
It's not bad. It kind of reminds me of the Jackson Dean I like.
Wait,
that old school.
Do you know Hank Williams Jr. at all? Like, if I said anything about Hank Williams Jr., would you know anything?
I know that he's the junior to his senior.
That's a good start. Hank
Nothing.
Hold on. This is like by a long shot. Nowhere near as big a song.
Isn't this the same guy that you're like, questionable songs he's made?
No, that was David Allan Coe. He's
Okay.
dead. I don't know if you've ever heard this.
Country music.
I mean, this would be something that somebody would do at karaoke.
Close family.
But lately, some of my kinfolk has just owned a few others than me. Nothing yet? Hold on. Take a drink. Hey, why do you roll smoke to get stoned? Why must you live? Nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Not bad, though.
We got to get you to the Hank Williams Jr. concert this summer.
Oh. Where did you say it was?
It's at the Amp.
Okay.
Are you comfortable in whiteface?
Yes.
Okay, good. I brought it up briefly at the beginning of the show. And by the way, this is Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. 800-771-1025 if something's on your mind. I brought it up briefly. Did you peep or watch any of those MVP fights on Netflix on Saturday night?
No. They were good?
No, not
Didn't think
really.
so. I heard
not
the
really.
opposite, yeah.
It's just interesting. It's just interesting because depending on what you were looking for, if you liked people just getting knocked out brutally in like one-sided fights, maybe you could have found entertainment in it. But that's pretty much what every single one of the fights was, is that they were just lopsided. Junior DeSantos, former heavyweight champ in the UFC, looked like he got murdered. I mean, literally, dude, he got hit with a combination that had him. It took him a good 5 minutes before he woke up. Like, he probably took some years off his life. And you had to have seen the Ronda Rousey fight lasted 14 seconds.
Yes.
So
are we surprised?
No, not really. I didn't know what to expect. They're both haven't fought in years.
Yeah.
My other main takeaway was Nate Diaz looked terrible. He looked terrible, and he might have to stop fighting because they say his head is just so filled with scar tissue that it doesn't take much for him to be. It was one of the bloodier fights I've ever seen. It was literally like spurting out of his head, and they had to call the fight because he was bleeding so much. It was, it was entertaining for what it was, but anybody who thought there was going to be a competitor to the UFC or anything like that, I think those conversations have died down quite a bit.
And these were all Jake Paul's.
And that's the other thing, dude. I will tell you. Enough reason to never watch anything that they do ever again was the douchiest thing on planet Earth that they did. You know, Dana White, he sits cage side for the UFC fights, and he's there, but whatever, he's watching it. Dude, for these, Jake Paul almost had like a throne. He had like this big elevated like red box where it was just like him and his girlfriend sitting, or wife or whatever she is, sitting right next to the cage. And you see him the whole fight. And all I could think was, this douchebag.
Yeah.
And then he got up there. And I don't know why they tried to do it. Like every other fighter, they asked him, like, you want to fight Jake Paul? You going to fight Jake Paul next? I'm like, get out of here, dude.
Yeah, he's just looking for another paycheck again, man.
Well, I think he's just there as a face. Like, I don't think one of the Francis Ngannou, who's probably the biggest. I didn't realize this. Francis Ngannou, he left the UFC as the heavyweight champ. So he never lost the title.
Yeah.
So they start asking him, do you want to fight John Jones? And then, they start asking him about Jake Paul. And he's like, Jake Paul's not doing anything around here. He goes, he runs his mouth, but everybody else is handling the business. And it's just, now if they could get John Jones out of his UFC contract and make that fight happen, then you'd be in a different category.
That's not happening.
Yeah, no, probably
not at all.
Dana White would never happen at all. Dude, this had to be a joke, and I tried to find something about it. Somebody said that the shirt that the dad is wearing in that documentary is actually a shirt for it's the shirt that they have to like raise money to help the daughter. That can't be true.
No way. I gotta look that up.
I tried to look it up and I could not.
There's no way. There's that insensitive?
Right. And a million things you could put on a shirt to help raise money for your daughter who murdered somebody in a car crash. Boom, with a big crash sign is not probably at the top of the list, I would think. Dude, I got my memories this morning on Instagram. A year ago today is when I was out in the Gulf of Mexico.
With the boys,
100 miles out fishing for tuna
by the rigs, the oil rigs,
by the oil rigs. Yeah,
that's so cool,
dude.
I wouldn't do that. Sounds scary, but
I saw the videos this morning, and it just put that fire back in me. I messaged, and I said it's been a year. I gotta go back out.
Correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't mean to slander you here.
No slander.
You were the only one not to catch something at that trip.
What?
You were the only one not to catch anything?
Yeah, it was. It was. And it was unfortunate. And if you didn't know the story, there was a video that was posted. The last day I was sick. I was sunburnt. I was a mess. I wanted to go back, honestly. And they were like, you're the only one that hasn't caught a fish. So we finally get out there. I pop up. I eat a couple bites of a Publix sub. I go, okay, let me try this. Get a fish on, fight it for probably 45, 50 minutes.
Man.
There was an issue, and I kind of forgot about this. There was an issue with sunscreen. I guess it is a big no-no to put sunscreen on a boat such as that, because when the sunscreen gets on the deck, it makes it like ice. So there was an issue. It was an issue because nobody could stand and try to, because you pass it off and like everybody's got to take a turn because it's just so hardcore.
Yeah,
and
run the train on that
nobody could stand because the fish would just whip you up and down the boat. So we were fighting that. And then after all of that time, it was like, okay, we're going to get there. So I get it back on and I'm probably fighting for another 20 minutes. And the captain, shout out to Captain Tommy, local legend. He's like, all right, we can see it. And I look down and it would have been the biggest fish of the trip. This beautiful tuna is coming right our way. And he grabs the gaff. He grabs the big hook that he's going to use to then stab the fish and bring it in. He grabs it and he's like putting it towards the water. And I can already feel the feeling of success. Like I can already feel like what it's going to feel like to fight this thing and bring it in.
You're like, oh man, these guys are going to put me on their shoulders and carry me around the boat and cheer for me.
And as soon as that feeling hit my mind, I don't know what the hell happened, but the fish was gone.
Fish said, you thought, bitch. Took off right away.
Well, you know what's funny? I saw the guys from the trip for the first time since then at the All-Star weekend. And I'm man enough to say,
okay,
it does seem, unless they were just joking with me, that nobody said this to me on the boat. Nobody said this to me in the moment. But it seems as if there's a general belief that it was my fault.
Oh.
Yeah.
In what way, though?
Because
I thought everyone was passing around.
I asked that question. I don't know what I don't know what I could have done differently.
Yeah.
At that point, as far as I'm concerned, the fish is hooked and it's 10 feet from the boat. So I don't know what I could have done differently. But at the same time, there were some discussions, and it could have just been some classic ball busting.
Yeah.
But they did. Multiple people did tell me Captain Tommy couldn't believe you lost that fish.
I'm gonna be like, well, what did Captain Tommy give me instructions on how to keep this fish?
And the real thing was what happened next was when, and love Captain Tommy, lost his freaking mind when that line snapped. First of all, I crumbled in a heap on the deck, and then he just started swinging that stick around, smashing it, cursing, saying words that could never be said on the radio or anywhere in life ever.
Yeah,
and it was a very sad moment.
I feel like he should have stabbed the fish quicker.
Yeah, maybe that. Thank you. If he would have. And again, I'm not looking to place blame.
Took his time. You know,
you never really
it would have been a success story.
All I know is that one day I hope to get back out to the rigs and get myself a damn tuna. I teased the true crime lawsuit. I'm going to pivot away from that. We were heavy on the crash documentary, so I'm going to pivot. We'll do that in the joints. This is just fun to think about because I think they talked about it this morning because when I turned on my YouTube, there was this visual was up on the screen. You know, they're releasing all of the UFO files, and supposedly they're going to release a bunch more. And a CIA government researcher came out with a claim the last couple days that is pretty fun to think about. The U.S., according to this guy, what the hell's his name? Dr. Hal Puthoff. He says that the U.S. has recovered 4 distinct, different species of extraterrestrial life from crashed UFOs. Have you seen this?
No.
All right, so I want to run through them, and you tell me which one you want to be visited by, or which one you think would be best if they came here.
Okay.
So the first is the hold on, can I click on this? Oh yeah, the first is the mantis. It is a species. The class is considered an insectoid, and this is from a former CIA UFO researcher who made these claims on a podcast. 6 to 7 feet tall.
Oh wow.
Large compound eyes, highly agile, excellent eyesight, and telepathic abilities.
Oh, that scares me.
The mantis is what this species is supposedly called. Do you have? Oh, I forgot. I didn't send this to you today. Did you find the picture?
No.
Hold on. I'm going to send you the.
All right.
I'm going to send it to you right now. Just
Right away, hate this one.
You hate, yeah. Out of all of the options here, you don't really think about. I think that as much as we can say aliens aren't what we think they are, when you see things with your own eyes and you go, well, that's not an alien. That's not what I thought. Like, this looks like, for those that aren't looking at it, a giant praying mantis.
Okay.
It looks like a giant insect. Excellent eyesight and telepathic abilities. The second alien that we supposedly recovered, traditional alien called the Gray, the species classed considered humanoid, 4 to 5 feet tall, large black eyes, gray complexion, slender build, and advanced technology.
Okay.
Did you see over the weekend that Donald Trump shared a picture of him walking with an alien?
No.
So on Truth Social, where he shares all this stuff,
like a UFO alien, or like
it's like an alien, like you think,
okay.
An alien, big eyes, big head, the whole deal. It's him walking what looks like on a tarmac or somewhere like a military installation, and there's people all around, and there's an alien that looks like he's in some sort of handcuffs, and he's just walking right next to Donald Trump.
No, I didn't see that.
And that would be the Gray, the traditional alien that we all think of. I think when we think of aliens,
which I feel is like the pussy of the alien.
Yeah, I'm over that alien.
Yeah,
that's that to me. We're done with you.
Yeah, if they would have been a threat, they would have done something by now. Get those pussies out of here.
The next two start getting real interesting, and the last to me is the most interesting. The third is the reptilian. Now these beasts are supposedly 6 to 8 feet tall, reptilian-like features, highly intelligent, strong and resilient, with advanced technology. Did you see the picture yet?
Yeah. It looks like a dinosaur.
It does. It kind of looks like a dragon, dinosaur, lizard hybrid. Like it looks, and they've got it wearing a suit. I imagine whoever made this image doesn't really know that they wear a suit like this, but it is wearing a suit. That to me is the freakiest one.
It looks like something from like Guardians of the Galaxy, like a Marvel character.
Yes, there's something to it that those things coming down and slithering around, I think would probably be the most problematic.
Yes.
Just from a terrifying perspective.
Yes.
Senning
right
Show,
now it goes reptilian the scariest, then mantis, then Gray for me.
I think you're right. Senning Show, you're live. Who's this?
Mike.
Mike, what up, buddy?
This is from Resident Alien. Hi.
You cut out there, my friend.
It's from Resident Alien, the sci-fi TV show.
Are you speaking specifically of one of these or the whole?
No, the whole thing. The Grace, the Mantis. I don't know if it's from some FBI guy or what, but it is literally straight from the TV show. It's a good show, but
that's like a make-believe show.
Yeah, he's a doctor that comes down and pretends to be he's an alien, but he pretends to be a doctor in a small town. And there's the mantis and the Greys, and the Greys are fighting the mantises, and
it is interesting. And I don't know. To me, like, this is a fun thing to talk about in a day and age where we're at war and we've got viruses and everybody's freaking out. Like, somehow aliens and all of this information about aliens is like the least stressful thing that we can think about. But if you take a second and you do believe any of it, it is crazy, like all of the connections to TV and movies that have happened. And I always wonder, is that on purpose? Like, do they gift these people something? Are they briefed by somebody who knows something so they can kind of just push it out there and get us ready for when the day comes? So then somebody can go, oh, yeah, I knew there were 4. I saw it on a TV show, 10 years ago.
And all those movies, every movie and everything like that, you're exactly right, is just giving us a little bit so we're comfortable if it does happen.
It makes me, thank you for the call.
Imagine that was their thing. Like, well, you saw it in Starship Troopers. Why being a little bitch? We showed you guys.
You know what really makes me wonder, and I don't know what's going to happen. They're supposedly about to drop another trove of UFO info in the next 48 hours or something. But it seems like we're building and building. And then, that the Steven Spielberg movie, The Disclosure movie, is coming out. I think it's like the first couple weeks of June. So that movie is coming out sooner than later, simultaneously when the government is supposedly giving out more information about aliens than ever. What if it is part of it all? Like, what if they brought Steven Spielberg in and they're like, hey, we're going to tell you all this stuff. We're going to show you all this stuff. And then right around the time we're ready to tell the world, you can release this movie and it'll kind of explain to people what the hell's really going on.
Oh,
that's insane to think, but I don't know what to think.
And he's like, this is the character Blip Lorp playing himself, actually. What did you guys know?
They got real aliens.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be pretty sweet.
It would be
Dude,
pretty
nobody knows it at all until the day it comes out in theaters. They had a little advisory. They go, just for your information, these aliens in this film are real.
They're all real.
We did capture these.
They're going to be on the Walk of Fame, and they have like antennas and stuff in the ground now.
Dude, the last one, I don't know why, to me, is the scariest of all. And they claim that is the Nordic. It is a humanoid, and if you're just looking at the picture, it looks like a human being.
Yeah.
It is a light-skinned dude or woman, I don't know their gender situation, with long blonde hair, height 6 to 7.5 feet tall, human-like appearance, advanced intelligence, peaceful in nature, in a highly advanced society. So I don't know why more human-like aliens. I don't know. Is that more reason to be worried or less?
More because they blend in so well and they could have been here forever. I'm glad that they go to the same place as the reptilians for their suits, though.
Yeah, they're very similar. The reptilian suit is a little more, I don't know.
Detailed?
Yeah, it's got a little more to it, a little more pizzazz, a little more functional, but the definitely very similar suits, at least on this guy. The Stanford-trained quantum physicist did not detail the alien species, but his longtime collaborator, the colleague Dr. Eric Davis, claimed the Greys, the Nordics, the Insectoids, and the Reptilians are the names of the biological life forms pulled from the wreckage of crashed UFOs over the years. Each alien species has 2 arms and legs with a humanoid appearance. And these are supposedly, according to these guys, citing intelligence reports from the CIA, which, again, they either really want us to know this or they really want us to start thinking that this stuff is real. Senning Show, you're live. What's up?
Hey, what's happening? I'm all right.
All right. I don't know what he was.
I heard. I don't know what the person said, but I heard. I almost have to wonder if it's the same guy. I was listening to Johnny earlier, and a guy called, and immediately the same thing. He just dropped an F-bomb. I almost feel like somebody's out there doing it just to curse,
just to be that guy.
If I'm being honest, that's what I think is happening here.
Well, good job, cool guy. You didn't get heard.
You did it.
You nailed it.
You showed us, and you showed everybody. I'm trying to find the. We're about to give away $1,000 right here. Oh, I found it. I got it. We're about to give away $1,000. Let me hit you with a little more, Hank. I feel like Hank Williams Jr. might be your sleeper, old school. Now this one's a little different.
The preacher man says it's the end of time, and the Mississippi River, she's a going dry.
The juice is about to be loose. Every Tuesday, we welcome in JoJo, a.k.a. Judge Juicy. Lots of good stuff to get to today. I got a couple ripped from the headline stories that I want to touch on with JoJo. I got a couple DMs from the weekend that I want to touch on with her. We'll get her ruling on those. And then later in the 2 o'clock hour, a brand new segment where we will present Dizzy with some very specific instances. He's let it be known months ago, any sort of step, brother, sister, cousin, not signed off on by Dizzy. Well, I've got about 12 different situations, and he's going to determine. I came up with about 3 different names.
Yeah.
And I think the one I sent you this morning was That's Just Wrong or Give Her That Dong.
Yeah.
So we'll do that at around 2:30. So make sure you're keeping it locked. We're going to give away $1,000 in just 1 second. Senning Show, you're live. Who's this?
Hey, it's Adam. How you guys doing?
What up?
Hey, have you guys ever heard of the Uncanny Valley?
I don't know. It sounds very familiar, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
So the Uncanny Valley is the fear of things that look or act almost human, but are not quite human.
Okay, I could get down with that.
It's a profound psychological and biological response that triggers deep unease, revolution, or response that triggers deep. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read this as I'm going.
I was going to say, don't drive into a, don't crash yourself.
But it's crazy. So there's like an innate, like you have a fear of falling, right? As a person, we have an innate fear of humanoid-like creatures that aren't human.
That aren't really humanoid. I get that. Well, I mean, because we don't know what they are. I think that's also the bigger picture is a fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
This hour's keyword is shop. Head to the 1025 The Bone app right now and enter shop before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone bonus could be yours. That's SHOP. P. If you get a phone call from a number you do not recognize, you better answer it because it could be the Prize Patrol telling you that you won that money. Who couldn't use $1,000? Go now, 1025 The Bone app, enter the word shop, and get that money. Do not go anywhere. Judge Juicy is coming up next. Soon enough, we'll be thinking hurricanes, spaghetti models, and all sorts of weather. And before that, you need to make sure your house is protected with some hurricane impact windows and doors. And you got to go with Reese windows. These windows are installed often in under 8 weeks. They come with that double lifetime warranty. It is a family-owned business. They've been in the area for over 50 years. All the products are made in America, and that matters. It comes with a double lifetime warranty, which is going to transfer if you sell your home, and that's going to increase the value of your home. Who doesn't love to do that? They want to give you an opportunity to win $25,000 in new windows. All you got to do is text WOW to 20129. That's WOW to 20129. You can also get a free quote today at reesewindows.com.
We're from North California and South Alabama and little towns all around this land.
You're listening to Senning Show on 1025 The Bone. The Bone Bonus is back and right when you need it. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Need cash to pay for new streaming services because your ex won't let you share the passwords anymore? We've got you covered. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Sponsored by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 1025 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
I want you to take a moment and think of one thing that you really wanted to do recently, but you didn't because your foot, leg, or back pain got in the way. Hi, it's Dan from the Good Feet store. Well, you're not alone. We hear it all the time. Folks fed up with living with the pain that's been keeping them from doing what they love, looking to us for a solution. That's why we're here, to help you get back out there. Good Feet arch supports from the Good Feet store are designed to alleviate, even eliminate, foot, knee, hip, and back pain. Plus, provide improved balance, more comfort, and, well, a better life. Let us show you how we can help turn your pain into possibilities with a free fitting at the Good Feet store. You'll be personally fit by an arch support specialist, and you'll walk around, see how they feel. Then you decide if they're right for you before you buy. With over 200 stores, there's likely one just a hop, skip, and a you-know-what from you. Find yours at goodfeet.com.
Stop by any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today, or visit us at goodfeet.com.
What up, Bone fam? It's your boy Dizzy, a.k.a. Mr. Half the Show's lineup, and I'm here for Kava Social Club. Kava Social Club is what I like to call business in the front, party in the back type of establishment. You walk in, and first of all, you have the most amazing staff that you could ask for. Any questions or concerns you may have about the Kava Kratom or THC drinks, they're more than happy to answer, as well as probably help you craft a drink that fits perfectly on what you're looking for. Nice, easy music always playing. You're able to have a simple conversation at the bar or on one of their comfortable-ass couches. I gotta say, you could either have a nice conversation, you can get some studying done, or if I'm being honest, even a great place to have a first date. Now, the party's in the back. There's always something going on at the Tiki Hut. Whether you want to go play a game of cards under the Tiki Hut, there's games to be watched. Anything you could really think of is going on back there. And if you're like me, you'll really appreciate that back there, they went green. Check them out online at thekavasocialclub.com or on social media at Kava Social Club and find some events that work for you. Kava Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Boolah, baby!
We're saluting our heroes with savings all month long at Crown Kia during the Memorial Day sales event. Drive a new 2026 Kia K4, just $209 per month. Or a new 2026 Kia Sportage, just $229 per month. Plus, we're doubling our military discount for active and retired service members. Shop Memorial Day savings all month long at Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
Hi, I'm Patrick Thomas.
And I'm Heather Thomas from Bolt Electric, where we believe in having a real live person answer the phone when you call.
We believe in presenting you with all your options
and giving you our upfront price that doesn't magically change mid-job.
We believe in never disrupting your household,
but treating your home like our own.
Because at Bolt Electric,
we believe we really are in the customer service business.
We just happen to be great electricians. Get a great electrician
from Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
John Senning here for the National Aviation Academy. Are you somebody who's kind of been putting off making a change in your life? Well, stop that today. If you hate your career, if you hate your dead-end job, how about a career in aviation maintenance where you'll be trained working on jets and planes and engines and all sorts of flying objects? The next class starts June 15th. You don't have to wait. June 15th. The next class starts. You can change your life today if you go to youfixjets.com. That's youfixjets.com. Change your life with the National Aviation Academy today. For information about our statistics, go to naa.edu/success.
This is Attorney Dominic Ferriello. You know me from the radio station 102.5 The Bone. I've been giving legal advice for over 15 years and have my very own legal show, Ask the Dom. If you've been arrested and charged with a crime, perhaps you got a DUI or a drug charge, why don't you contact an attorney that you've listened to, you've heard, and you've known for many years? Give my office a call at 813-251-5550. or online at askthedom.com. Offices right here in Tampa Bay.
Alzheimer's disease is often thought of only in terms of its later stages. A new campaign, This Is Alz, is helping share stories of people living with the earlier stages of the disease. Healthy Women CEO Beth Battolino shares more.
Alzheimer's is more than what we see in its later stages. It's a brain disorder that can affect memory, thinking, and behavior in different ways for different people. In the earlier stages, signs may be subtle, but recognizing those cognitive changes early can make an important difference for individuals and families.
Decades of research have led to major advancements in how we understand what it's like to live with Alzheimer's disease in the U.S. today.
Identifying Alzheimer's earlier can empower people to take meaningful steps sooner, build a strong support network, have informed conversations with their healthcare team, and plan for the future with greater confidence and clarity.
For more information, visit thisisalz.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
It's a honky-tonkin' Tuesday here on Senning Show. Stripping down. Welcome back to Senning Show. I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. And every Tuesday here, we like to welcome in the juice. Now, I will say, I wouldn't have said that you look very comfortable today. I think...
you look like you've given up on life, kid.
I wouldn't say that at all.
Attention, people!
Judge Juicy. On Senning Show, you send in your messy questions and the judge will rule. All rise. Court is in session. This is Judge Juicy.
I like it. It's a denim. What is that? Is that a one piece? Is that all one thing?
It's a dress.
A dress.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what
So
they call it.
it's a shorter dress on our underwear today. So.
Oh, you said so you don't have to? Is that
I
what you
do.
said? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, good. That's very responsible of you.
So Johnny said you phoned it in?
So you look very comfortable. Is the
Yeah.
And as soon as it came out of his mouth, I go, she's not going to like that. And then her response was, I don't know if that's a compliment or a diss, but and I knew that would be your. I knew that.
Listen,
would be your
we've
response.
reached that point of Florida weather. I don't have it in me to do my hair.
It's miserable. It happens every year. It's like, okay, we're kind of cruising. It's like spring-ish, and then it's like, here's hell. Here is the humidity.
I just like this is my hair. This is gonna be my hair up in a bun or in a low bun, whatever. But sometimes I get headaches, so I have to change it up. But
From
yeah,
your bun?
yeah.
You can get a headache from a tight bun?
Yeah.
That makes sense. The same way like you get your hair braided. It can hurt. Yeah. I guess that.
I guess you're
pulling on your hair tight.
Well, if you want to see
my buns,
Joji's high buns, all you got to do is go to YouTube, 102.5 The Bo. Senning Show is live. Shout out to everybody who's watching along and watches along every single day. I wanted to ask
if she phoned it in the comments.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you. I don't think Diz was here during this debacle, if you will, or this saga. How is Rosalina? Because Diz, you were away, but if you didn't know, Joj got Everly her first pet, Emily, for her birthday.
Yeah.
Emily lived for less than 24 hours until she was dead.
A fish?
Yes. And then, no, it was a dog.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
And then was quickly replaced with sweet Rosalina. I've not heard anything or seen any updates.
I should post a video. She's good. I mean, she's alive.
Yeah, how's the water looking?
Still very clear. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So I don't know how often. Do I wait for it to get a little more
No.
Okay.
I think you probably do something before it gets murky, but what the hell do I know? I don't have any fish.
Like,
is it goldfish?
Like a month? Like once a month you change the water?
Beta.
Oh, okay. Does that make a difference?
Didn't know what that is.
You know a beta. You'd know one if you saw
I know
one.
a beta when I
You
see
know,
one.
yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Look at me here. No, they're like the little blue, they got like red and blue, and
Yeah.
they're just
Okay.
they kill each other.
Yeah. So there can only be one. I always feel so bad because I feel like she's so bored all day just swimming around with
Yeah, what
nothing.
do you think? Sometimes I wonder, like, what is it? What
I
is a
don't
fish thinking
know.
of
She's
anything?
like, I'm in this little box and I can't play with anybody or do anything.
I've
And
been thinking a lot about species that you shouldn't think about and like what they're thinking. Like the
Yeah.
thing with the lizards, this cat's always killing lizards. I went down a rabbit hole of like Googling like what lizards feel and pain and like their psyche and stuff. Lizards, very advanced. Like it's made it very tough to watch because this cat, it's like it just takes them to the edge of death and then just lays there and watches them. So now I've actually had to like come up with a system to just put them out of their misery. It's terrible. I hate it. It's brutal.
the lizards?
The lizards.
Oh.
Because they just sit there. Like it'll have one leg, no tail, guts coming out the side, and the cat's just like kind of bats, and I'm like.
So what's you A-Town stomp that bitch?
I have to just.
Did I choke you up with that? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I had to take. I got a rock. I got a lizard smashing rock.
Are you
No,
messing
you
with me?
do not.
I have to, dude. I don't know.
With a rock? You just pound it with a rock?
Well, I don't know what else to do. I'm not going to stop the. I'm not going to stop.
Maybe get like a BB gun or something.
No, that's worse.
You think?
You can miss.
But you could also not have to do it with your bare hands and
Well,
like
he's
get
not.
that.
He's doing it with a rock.
But you have to get close. That's like stabbing somebody.
It's very personal crime.
Yes, yes.
Do you hear the crunch when you hit it?
Oh my!
It's honestly
There's a crunch.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do to stop it because the cat.
That's why I can't even step on like.
We found
bugs.
out the cat. Like I've seen the cat next door.
Yeah.
Getting a big ass lizard from the neighbor and then watching it jump on the fence and deliver it right to our back door. Like his goal in life is to bring us lizards after he's mutilated them. So it's like, what do you do? And I just got
to. Good house guest. He's bringing you gifts.
Take him to the vet.
He's already been to the vet. Oh, you mean like take him to the
lizards?
Oh, the lizards.
Try and save them.
Yeah, for a while that was just putting them outside, and then I started thinking about it and Googling it and finding out like what the lizard mind was like, and it turns out they're not having fun. Like,
you don't say.
I'm saying like it was like lizards don't feel pain, lizards have no brain, but it's like no, these lizards are hurting. So I got to do the only right thing. It's nature, but I got to just do the right thing and take them out of their misery.
All right.
I'm sorry. I have a couple things for you that are ripped from the headlines, and then I have a couple messages as well, if that's okay.
Listen, I'm here for you.
I was curious your thoughts on both of these things. They're very unique. I think you were in here that day. Were you in here that day we were talking about Hayden Panettiere, how she came out as bi and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Lots of different things.
Oh, many things
She wrote
coming
a book. She wrote a book.
Is that the girl from Heroes?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And she wrote a book, and she's telling a lot of different things. Is it, and Joj, I feel like you'll have a strong feeling about this. If you're willing to say Oscar winner, if you're willing to like give little details about a guy and the wrong thing that they did, shouldn't you or don't you have some sort of onus on yourself to just say the
name?
To say the name? Yeah, because the big thing today was Oscar, the new excerpt from her book, Oscar winner exposed himself to her at a Hollywood bash when she was 18. So she tells a story. She got invited to this party. She showed up there. It was pretty much all men. A small group of men were gathered talking, drinking, and smoking weed. She recalls feeling immediately uncomfortable. These men seem to be a little too comfortable together, like they knew something I didn't, she writes. She goes into detail that about an hour and a half, she was about to say goodbye to her pal when the Oscar winner approached her. He wished her a good night and warned her to be careful when you leave because someone spit their gum out somewhere and he got some on his pants. He then directed her to look down at his pants. She says, I looked down and the well-respected award-winning actor's testicles were hanging out from his unzipped fly.
What is this, waiting?
Dude, if you look at the note that I wrote on it, I wrote the game because that's what they called it in waiting, which I was trying to do the math. This could have been like
around the time.
It could have been the time.
Dane Cook?
No, I'm just saying it was front of mind for people. And if you don't know what that is, in the movie Waiting, all of the servers and the people in the restaurant play the game, which is you get normally a man to look at your lower region and you show them your balls. And you can do the bat wing.
You try and trick them to look down and then.
What were the other ones? The fruit basket. There was a bunch of different variations of the.
It had to be, because why wouldn't you just pull your ween out? Like, why would you just do that? Like, if it wasn't for the sake of the movie and the timing of everything with.
Yeah.
So we knew how old she was.
She was 18.
Happened? So did anyone do the math and kind of figure out who this guy is? Because it's simple. You take what she is now, and right?
Well, I guess
figure out the timeline.
No, because he could have been 40.
Well,
but it's an Oscar winner around that time, so you kind of
we could have won it whenever.
Yeah, I guess you don't know if he won
I thought
it.
you meant like he won it that year.
Oh,
that's what I thought. I was like,
no, I was just thinking he was like an Oscar winner, actor and producer.
I was like looking through a list of Oscar winning actors, and it's I don't know. You start going through the list, and there's really no way. So many people have won. So many people have won.
Imagine it's someone weird like Ian McKellen. You're like, what? The guy who played Magneto.
I mean, Heath Ledger, Johnny Depp, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, it's definitely Leo. She was 17.
George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman.
So what year? Hilarious. That was how long ago? She was. So was she 22? Did it say she was 22 then?
No, she was 18.
She was 18.
She was 18. So hold on. She's how old now, Hayden?
Probably around our age.
Pantier age. Let's do some math here. I
have a lot of
35.
questions.
36.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm not good at that.
What? No, what were you going to say?
Not 16 years ago.
18 years ago. Nobody in this room can do math, can we? So 36. Oh, yeah, 18. So 18 years ago.
You said she's 36?
Yeah.
Oh, 18 and 18, yeah.
Okay, so if we do the math, that's
18 years
16,
ago.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. That would have been 2008.
Okay.
So 2008, this guy, Leo still pops into my head. I mean, I know he's just a poon hound.
Just like so many things in my brain that if you're going to, like you said, you're going to come out with these accusations, but then you're not going to say who it is. Why? Because you don't want to get ostracized from.
Which I guess it feels like she's already ostracized
That's
herself.
what I'm saying. So why not call these people out? If you're going to go, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just a reason for her to be able to attribute her mental health because of these instances.
Okay.
So she doesn't want to throw anybody under the bus, but she wants people to understand where she's coming from. So maybe that's why she's letting you know these moments in her life that happened that shaped her. The only thing that I don't necessarily even question her about, but the people in her life, although like she didn't have good parents and she's still estranged from her mom and stuff. But the fact that you sign away completely your rights to your child and your child now lives wherever in Yugoslavia or wherever her husband, her ex-husband lives. I just don't understand why it wouldn't be a temporary thing until she gets better. So then they could share custody and you can see your daughter again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. There's
so how does
a lot
the health
of blame to go around when it comes to like younger actors and actresses and child actors and their parents probably just as crazy it is. I think there's a connection between the Michael Jackson conversation where like your kids are so close to this element of fame that you're just blinded by. You're like, oh, my kid's gonna be famous. Of course, I'll ship them away
Spears.
to do this and all of that. So there's definitely an element of where the hell are your parents and how do you end up in these situations like that. But I just found it interesting that she's writing the book. She's willing to say Oscar winner. highly respected Oscar winner, which is enough to make people think and guess. But
Because there was another instance she was on like a boat party or something.
yeah, she ended up in bed with a guy.
Yeah.
I think. A guy jumped in bed with her. Or
Another
something like
notable
that.
actor or whatever.
Yeah, and I will say, if you mention the names, probably you will sell more books. I mean, I don't know what her goal ultimately is.
I think again, it's probably just to prove like these things happen to me, and that's why I grew up being the way that I am.
And you get into addiction. and
Yeah,
stuff like
because
that.
you're traumatized from these, but you maybe don't want to throw those people under the bus for whatever reason.
Well, you don't have enough proof. It's besides your word against theirs.
Yeah.
So they could kind of come after you.
And then go, this
throwing that
woman's
out
been
there.
on drugs for the last 20 years. You're really going to believe her? I think the last thing she did, and I know you watched it too, was that damn Amber Alert movie. And every time I think of it, I think of the fact that Don Miggs wrote the music for it.
Yeah, your boy.
Yeah, it's a movie.
You don't know who Don Miggs is?
Oh, I do. I just didn't see
Don't
the
play
movie.
hard to get. It was like
I feel like I should have.
2 years ago, or well, obviously since the show's been a thing. Very simple premise: guy and girl see a car that's there's an Amber Alert out for, and then they just follow it and follow it and follow it forever.
Everybody hates Chris guy is her Uber.
Oh,
yeah, and they follow this car around. And Don Miggs did the
soundtrack. All of it, or
the
a
score.
song?
The score.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like the.
So they're like, I know there's something.
Dude,
Waiting for me.
Don't let Diz sleep on the fact that he is the number one whole damn mess fan you're ever gonna.
I can get you tickets.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't need tickets.
Yeah.
He's a part of the fan club.
Yeah.
They shoot him the early access. So that one and this next one is interesting to me. And I'm not saying this can't happen. It's just scientifically, when I hear of something like this happening, it's just interesting to me. And it's a flip on its head. We've been talking a lot about activities in prisons and jails, specifically with Joj, because we have our dudes out in DeSoto. That was where it was, DeSoto. Shout out to the crew out there that's listening. And we were talking about guards and their behavior and all of this. A female prison warden has been charged with raping an inmate inside a men's jail. Jonisha Ruckers, 28, was nabbed at her home Monday by a Tennessee fugitive apprehension team over the alleged sexual assault that happened in February. Cops revealed a tip on February 9th that she allegedly raped the inmate inside the men's jail in downtown Memphis. She resigned from her role. So I guess it happened before February. That's when she was charged. She resigned from her role as a corrections deputy, which she held since November 2023, before being indicted on rape, misconduct, and forgery charges. She faces up to 30 years in prison if convicted. Shelby County Sheriff saying, we will not tolerate the misconduct of any employee and will continue to hold our employees accountable to the highest ethical standards. How do you know that it was I'm not man victim, still, believe all men, believe all women. But how do you know that he just didn't have sex with her? Like, what would be the way that you could prove a female on male sexual assault? It's unique. That's all.
JoJo?
Well, I don't think you can sexually assault men. They like it. It doesn't matter how they're getting it, right?
Yeah, I don't know that that's true. I don't know if that's true, but there is
any of the ones that I've encountered.
But there is like a scientific element to it.
No means yes, right?
Well, it's just so it's very interesting. I was going to wait and bring this movie up later, but I watched a movie last night that was an old Denzel movie.
Oh yeah.
It was and this happens to him. There is they kidnap him. It was called Ricochet. It was from like 1991.
Okay.
They kidnap him, and then they bring in this hooker, and he's like tied to the bed, and he's like drugged, and she comes in, and he's like, no. And she's like, well, your mouth says no, but your little friend says yes. And then she just hops on, and I don't think that is consent though. But it is untraditional.
It's not. It's
may
not.
ask a question.
It's untraditional to say the least.
What does this woman look like? Because if she rough, that's why it's rape.
Oh.
If she's good looking.
That's a rape. That's a rape.
Yeah. I mean.
That's a rape.
Nobody.
Well, that's just hurtful. That's just hurtful.
I'm just being honest. Listen, it's the same for women. If it's a good looking guy.
Oh, wow.
You're more likely to just.
Don't show me, show her. She's talking.
What?
Oh, it's like, when the comments make the news, it's gonna have your face on it.
Associated with this.
It is. I mean, it's again, and then that goes back to the scientific aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? And that a guy. I'm guessing the man was able to achieve, if you know what I'm saying. So then at that point,
I would just think that there would be cameras that show certain things, or maybe people heard certain things that could corroborate what he said went down. If he was yelling, if it has a cellmate or something that he shared it with. I mean, I would just think that there would have to be proof.
Yeah, I'm looking. There's no detail. Like, I don't know what kind of details I'm looking for, but there's no details of the actual attack or the assault, however you wanted to say it. I guess the other
maybe
option,
he recorded her on a mobile device that was smuggled in.
I will say this is not pretty to say, but what if it wasn't the traditional? What if she did something else to him?
Oh, with an apparatus.
Something.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of another way.
Or maybe people just didn't like her, and so she did this, and they ratted like other guards or other, you know what I mean, that were just like, this is how we take her down.
Well, I just wonder what stopped, like what proof, and again, it can happen, I would imagine, but like what stopped. So the guy, are you in trouble? Like, what more trouble can you be in if you're a prisoner and you have sex with a guard? And you're like, no, she raped me.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like, what would be the proof one way or the other that it was actually a forced situation?
I would think they would have to have enough evidence compiled against her to charge her.
To be able to charge her. I do agree.
It cracks me up, though. I mean, not that what she did was right by any means, but 30 years? And you got people that actually murder people, and it's like 15, and then
it is crazy. That
like
girl,
the sentence. Yes,
the girl that in the crash is going to probably be out in 15 years,
which is crazy. You drove a car. I don't care.
Did you see it?
Well, I followed the story before when it happened. Yeah. I did not want to crash, but I have been spiraling on TikTok and watching videos, and there's a girl that was in prison the same time that she was with her at the same time, and she just is spilling all the tea on this.
She's just a wretched bitch?
Yes, and she was like, I never once saw her take medication in prison. I never saw her once have an episode in prison. I never saw all the things that she said caused her to black out.
She did claim, we didn't mention that the family claimed she had some sort of medical episode or
That's
something.
what they were saying in her defense was that she doesn't remember.
She had POTS.
Yes.
Oh.
And this girl that was in prison with her for like 2 years or something for a crime that she committed was just going down this laundry list of things that, like,
I believe
how horrible she is, and how she never saw her take and she was with her.
I think
every
she's
day.
just a bad seed. I think
she's terrible. But yes, so something like that, and then you're going to get out.
It is fascinating when you see, especially when you watch the true crimes and the different murders and different things that happen to different people, and just the vast gap between charges of crimes that seem just the same. I did get a DM over the weekend. I think I got this on Friday night, which is pretty good.
Oh, does your wife know about it?
This DM?
Yeah.
No, not yet, but maybe she's listening. And I love, if you were listening on Friday, we did something new. It was Blast Your Block. We were having people put their neighbors on blast.
I know. I wanted to blast mine.
Oh, you did. You heard it.
I did.
Hey, Judge Juicy. I heard the guys talking Friday during the Blast Your Neighbor segment, and now I feel like I need actual advice. My neighbor is clearly into me, and it's getting weird. At first, it was harmless. He'd wave every time I got home, and he tries to talk to me when I'm walking my dog. But it changed over the past couple weeks. He left flowers on my doorstep and little notes on my car saying, I'm thinking of you, and I hope one day you'll give me a chance. The problem is, I've told him repeatedly I'm not interested. I tried being nice because I literally live next door to the dude, and like John always says, I don't want to have to deal with a psycho neighbor. Mm-hmm. Now every time I pull in my driveway, I'm nervous he's going to come outside. My friends think it's romantic, but it's starting to freak me out. I don't know if I should be more direct or tell the apartment office or what. Am I overreacting, or is this dude legit creepy?
Well, he's ugly, obviously. Yeah. Which is why she's not welcoming the advances.
I have to say, you are kind of right about that.
I mean, if he's George Clooney, Brad Pitt, you know what I mean? Then you're like, oh.
She would have been shacked up.
But because I think that those gestures are romantic if you're attracted to the you know what I mean? Yeah. Then you're like, okay, well, let's see where this goes, or let's hook up. It's so convenient. You
still not want to be with somebody even though they're hot. Like, more likely to bang or more likely to give them a chance, maybe.
But I'm saying, like, you're not going to be as creeped out, which I completely get. I just don't understand. Like, have you just, I mean, I guess she said she told him she's not interested. I mean, you have a conversation, you see how that goes. And then, yes, if you have the opportunity to tell a building person, so it's documented.
I think a big final, like, this has to stop, I'm uncomfortable. And
Yeah.
then if it continues, then you're getting into a territory that is probably legitimate.
And maybe find a guy friend that can pretend to like be your boyfriend and come over like
every too. Yeah. USF students again.
Every couple days or something, or stop by somebody that maybe
That's actually not a bad idea.
that lives near you. Tell you, I'm sorry, I appreciate everything. I'm dating somebody. If you don't mind stopping and try that for a little while and see if that works.
Yeah, I mean it's nice to be wanted, but it's tough to have somebody
or a girlfriend be a lesbian
where you live.
Yeah,
like when it's where you live, that sucks. Like when you feel any sort of uneasiness pulling into your driveway every day, like that's not a good place to be.
Also lose those friends. That's not romantic.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It does make me wonder if he is hot. the friends are like, it's romantic.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And maybe she's just not feeling it. Yeah. All right, let's step aside for a moment. When we come back, I do have I do have another message that I received, and then I've got something for Diz. A few months back, we got into a very, not heated, but we got into a debate about like step siblings.
Yeah, I was right. You guys were wrong. Yep.
I don't know about that.
And Diz feels very strongly about it. So JoJo had this great list. It's real stories, men mostly, sharing what happened to them when they hooked up with or some version of a step family member or a step cousin or whatever it may be. And I have two names for it. You guys decide which one we're going to use. That ain't right, or nah, that's tight, or that is wrong, or give her that dong.
I like the second one.
All right, good. We'll run with that one, and we'll let Diz be the judge. Don't go anywhere. More Judge Juicy coming up next on Senning Show. Memorial Day weekend is upon us, and this is a great time to be grilling all weekend long, and there is no better place to get it all going than Wild Fork. No matter what you're thinking about, you want to do simple burgers and dogs, you'll have an insane selection of burgers and dogs and different types of sausages and brats to choose from, things you've never even cooked before that are going to really pop the crowd. Maybe you want to go in a different direction. Maybe you want to do an entire brisket, a pork butt. I always say, if you're scared of a brisket, smoke a whole chuck roast. It's prepared just like a brisket. It's hard to mess up. Far less stress than doing a whole brisket. Or maybe you say, I want to really impress my crowd, do some wild game or even some Wagyu with the sides, the sauces, the seasonings, and the desserts to go right along with it. Wild Fork is your one-stop shop. We've got My Home Wild Fork right here in St. Pete on 4th Street North. The crew there is always amazing. You can get it delivered right to your front door or just go shopping. St. Pete, West Chase, and South Tampa, always online at wildforkfoods.com. This is a great time to try Wild Fork for the first time if you haven't yet. wildforkfoods.com.
We will all be judged same someday. Bye.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now. $30 billion was set aside for meso victims. And in most cases, your claim is settled out of court without a jury trial. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Guys, here's the truth. Buying a diamond has never been easy, and now with lab-grown diamonds in the mix, it's even trickier. Are you paying too much? Are you really getting the most for your money? Here's the good news. At International Diamond Center, we cut through the confusion. We give you the straight facts, remove the mystery, and teach you how to make a smart choice, whether you're leaning toward a lab-grown diamond or a timeless natural one. For over 40 years, our mission has stayed the same. Protect the consumer. Reveal the real story behind pricing. Expose the tricks so you don't overpay. We've done it with natural diamonds forever. Now, we're doing the exact same thing with lab-grown. At IDC, you'll find an unmatched selection of both, natural and lab-grown, right here in our showroom. We'll let you compare them side by side, as many as you want, until you're completely confident. And no matter which you choose, you get our direct, no-nonsense pricing every day. No inflated markups, no games to maximize profit. Just exceptional value and honest dealing. Don't guess, don't wonder. Come to the experts you can trust. International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
Hi, I'm Shafia Singh of the Singh Law Group. The Single Law Group is our family-owned law firm. My husband David and I met our second day of law school and have been practicing law for over 26 years. We represent people who have been injured from medical malpractice, nursing home abuse, and car accidents. If you or someone in your family has been injured and would like to speak to a lawyer, please call us for a free consultation at 813-840-1111 or go to flacrash.com. Let our family represent yours. Main office, St. Pete.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. This Saturday, May 23rd, Beretta and Yankee Hill Machine are taking over the shop for one massive day only. Check out legendary Beretta firearms, including Beretta shotguns fitted with YHM suppressors. Wait, suppressors for shotguns? You're damn right. Plus, factory reps from Beretta and YHM will be on site with giveaways, one-day only deals, and exclusive savings all day long. It's happening Saturday, 10 to 6. Shark Coast Tactical on Beer Ridge Road in Sarasota. Often imitated, never duplicated. Or shop online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Cat named Mo here from my friends at Blue Bear Total Home Services. Now, let's be honest, nobody wants to call an HVAC company until the AC quits during a Florida heat wave. And when that happens, you want someone you can trust. That's Blue Bear Total Home Services with a perfect 5-star rating and over 460 Google reviews. Right now, get a full AC system tune-up for just $79 or upgrade your system with 0% financing for 60 months, payments as low as $104 a month. Visit BlueBearTotalHomeServices.com.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications the top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Support comes from Amazon Business. Unlock smart business buying with fast, free delivery on millions of items and practical AI innovations that automate repetitive tasks so you can make smarter decisions faster. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Get a $15 O'Reilly gift card after rebate when you buy 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Summer is a time to grow and play, but for many local children, it's also when school meals stop and hunger begins. You can help provide the meals kids need to stay active, keep learning, and dream big during the break. Help us fuel a summer of possibilities for children across Tampa Bay. To join the mission, visit cerealforsummer.org.
Injured? It's your case. Own it. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
If you really want to know, she comes here a lot. She just loves to hear the music and dance. K13 is her favorite song. If you play it, you might have a chance. Tonight she's only sipping white wine. She's friendly.
Welcome back to Senning Show.
Most of the time.
We're honky-tonkin' on a Tuesday. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy. And the juice is loose. Judge Juicy in the building. Hit her up on social media at Joanne Petrella. You can find him at Dizzy for Mayor. And I am findable at the John Senning. Thank you to everybody watching live on YouTube. Love to see it over 300. You're all very, very kind. The juice really pops the crowd. Diz, did you see? I meant to message you on Sunday. It wasn't for points. It was for the All-Star race. But did you see who won on Sunday?
No.
Denny
won?
Denny won $1 million. It's an All-Star race, and the winner gets $1 million. And he pretty much dominated the whole damn thing.
Double Uno.
There was also
Denny. Good old Denny.
I know you're such a Denny fan.
I am.
I don't know that it's. I don't know if she curses or not. But there was another story from over the weekend. There was a female driver. She was racing in the truck series, the NASCAR truck series.
And crashed?
Girls don't know how to drive.
Dude, she had worse than that. More ladylike than that. Had a full-blown meltdown on the track.
That would be me.
And like started crying. She quit the race.
What?
She just literally had a nervous breakdown and just quit the race. Yeah, she cursed. Yeah, I'm trying my best to keep it together, dude. And I have to say,
so what's her problem?
They're all cars going so fast.
I don't really know. And a lot of NASCAR drivers and people that are like, speak on NASCAR, they're like, I got no sympathy for her. Like they're not going with the. I hate this terminology in 2026, but they're not going like the woke. Oh, she must be going through something. They're like. This is not for you. If you're going to act like that and pretty much quit the race.
But I mean, it's not her first time in a car. So that's what I don't understand about people. She just.
It's something about she was also about to get kicked off the track because she wasn't even going fast enough to meet the minimum speed. So she was about to be black flagged and kicked off the track. And
she was driving like a caution.
She pretty much. Yeah. Let's look at you. But yeah, full blown meltdown from that lady. So sorry about it. All right, I've got
random question.
Yeah,
can you name an Asian NASCAR driver?
Well, I will say this: Kyle Larson, who's one of the best drivers today, he's the reigning champion. He has Asian in him.
Oh, it must be far down the road.
Yeah,
right?
But he also, I've had to have told you this before, Asian, but was banned from NASCAR during COVID for dropping an N-bomb on
Bubba?
Well, he's actually buddies with Bubba on it was like a sim racing. They were during COVID, they were racing online, and he didn't know that he was being heard, and he dropped an N-bomb. So
he's like, in my defense, I thought I was all alone.
What's crazy is
I was in private.
His team fired him. And he went away for a very short period of time, and then Hendricks Motorsports, the biggest, most successful team in NASCAR, hired him, and he's been vastly more successful ever since. So, yes, technically, but not like full blown.
Yeah.
Not full blown. Judge Juicy, I feel like the worst person alive, and I already know people are going to think I'm disgusting. I'm in my late 40s and I'm divorced. I've been best friends with this woman since we were 19. I practically helped her raise her son. Birthdays, football games, graduation parties, all of it. Well, now he's 28, and somehow this has turned into something else. It started harmless. He came over to help me move stuff around my house after the divorce. We sat around, drank some wine. Then the flirting started, and I thought it was a joke. But one night, we both got too comfortable and ended up hooking up. If that's not bad enough, it didn't stop. It's been a few months now, and the chemistry is insane. Better than relationships I've had with actual boyfriends. I feel sick even typing that. His mom, my best friend, has absolutely no idea. She still talks to me like he's her little boy, and I sit there feeling like garbage. He keeps saying we're both adults and it's nobody's business, but I know if this ever came out, it would completely destroy my friendship and probably my whole life. This is trashy and terrible, but I also can't seem to end it. What the hell is wrong with me?
Okay, wait. This is a female?
This is a female. Banging her best friend's son, who is 28.
Nice.
And she helped raise him? Is that what she's saying?
She said I practically helped raise her son. Birthdays, football games, graduation parties, all of it.
Oh, man. Desperate housewives.
She's late 40s and the
28.
the age difference is fine.
It's just the
I don't think it's terrible.
Yeah, but for a second, if you can, put yourself in the shoes of mama.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to like it as the parent of the child.
Is the relationship, stay in that mode, stay in mode of it's your baby boy. Could you be friends with this woman?
No.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to see her again.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But if that's who my child loves, then great. go away with them.
Loves riding, probably.
Yeah.
Or getting rid on, or however you say that. Either way, like, who knows? Could it be true love? Anything is possible.
I mean, I definitely think when you're with somebody all the time, you know what I mean? Like, but then she says she raised him. So, like, now I'm just confused on, well, I guess she would have been, like, 20-something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Whatever's going on here makes me think about whatever goes on with all of the horny teachers that have sex with their students. I think there's a little bit of, he's older and perfectly legal, and there's nothing legally wrong here, but there's a bit of, I'm in my late 40s.
Yeah, I still got it.
I'm divorced,
Yeah.
and look at this hot piece of 20-something-year-old ass that's willing to give it to me.
Yeah.
The attention alone is probably worth the
And
worth the
she's
trouble.
recently divorced.
I'm late 40s. Recently divorced.
Recently divorced. Oh, I wonder if she has any kids.
Oh, then the other
if I'm
lady has to
her.
bang her kids. That's just
You have to swapsies.
fair is fair.
Yeah.
I'm beating your ass if I was her.
If you're the
If
mom,
the mom, I'm beating your ass.
yeah, that is.
Here's
Preying
the
on my
thing.
young baby boy.
Yeah.
He's an adult. You're going to ruin your relationship with your child, so you can't do that. You push your kid far.
This is a required monthly test of the emergency alert system. Had this been an actual emergency or dangerous situation, official messages and directions would have followed the alert tones. This test is brought to you by the Florida Division of Emergency Management, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and your local broadcast station or cable provider. This concludes the required monthly test.
And you were like staring
Changing
at
his diaper, and you're
wiener.
like, look at
Yeah. I'm going to be riding that someday.
Barely fits in the diaper.
Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
You started it.
Hello.
Hello.
Howdy. Yes, you're here. This is your moment. Own it. Never let it go.
You only have one opportunity.
Hang up on this brick.
You had a good run. Thank you. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Richard.
Richard, what up, bud?
Hey, I wanted to chime in on the detention deputy you were talking about earlier.
Yes. We were talking about, to quickly reset, it was a lady prison guard who raped a male prisoner. Yes, sir. What's your thoughts?
Gotcha. So I am a formal CO for about 2 years.
Oh, wow.
The problem with that is it doesn't matter if it's consent or not. It's a power dynamic.
I wondered that.
if it
I
was-
wondered if it didn't say that exactly, but I did wonder if it would be framed, just like if it was a teacher, if it would be framed as a sexual assault, even if they were two willing participants.
Right. So the difference between the teacher and stuff like that, you could say no, whatever. But in a prison setting, for sure, if something like that happens, it is considered a sexual assault, consent or not.
Really?
Because where are they going to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from, but I feel like that charge would be different. Because like when there are teachers that have sex with 18-year-old students, the charge isn't like a statutory rape or whatever. It ends up being whatever you just said, some form of a power dynamic charge that's not as straightforward. So the way that it was framed, it felt like a more traditional grape. But I appreciate your
Traditional
thoughts. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Last call, and then we
Maybe
got.
he thought it was a man, and he's like,
That's possible. Wait, who thought it was a man?
the prisoner.
Oh, maybe. You're live on the air. Who's this?
It's Rory, man. What's up?
Rory, what up, buddy?
Troy.
Hey, sorry, I jumped in here on a change of topic. I was calling in about the Natalie Decker deal, and then
this is
changed. But
this
hey,
is Rory, right?
Yeah, man.
Rory. Yeah, I know this guy.
I
Rory.
thought I heard Troy,
Rory
too.
is Rory's
Enunciate,
the guy.
you prick.
Rory's the guy that hooked us up with Kurt Busch. He's got deep
okay.
ties to the racing
Yeah.
world. Oh yeah, what's your thoughts on?
Hey, did you?
That's what I named my lady
Did
parts.
you get the press release this morning?
I did. I saw it that Kurt Busch is getting back behind the wheel.
Yeah, man. We're gonna go to Le Mans. It's pretty cool. We got some other stuff coming too.
That
so
is awesome.
It'll be
Man.
good.
What's your take on the lady racer?
Can't feel bad for her, man. She has no business being out there. She was a young girl that was attractive. I hate to say this, but I don't think age has done her too well. But it's funny because the total topic changed there when he went into like the older guy and younger girl scenario. She had that too. Dude slid into her DMs and said, "Hey, call me when you're 18." They're married and have a kid now.
The chick that was crying and quit the race.
Natalie Decker, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
But dude, she's awful, man. She has no business being out there. She's going to wind up hurting somebody. When you can't make minimum speed, when you're just a rolling chicane, it's awful.
Yeah, that seems to be the theme. Well, I appreciate your professional opinion, Rory, and let's hook up soon, dude.
All right, brother. Sounds good.
Right,
See you
later. Yeah, she also got in hot water because in Daytona, Burt Kreischer was like at the race, and his whole thing is like be shirtless.
Yeah.
So she took a picture with Burt Kreischer in just her bra, and everybody was like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you want to
yeah.
be taken seriously as a racer, and you're out here with your
kind of insane.
titties hanging out.
Good for her.
We know what we have to.
All right.
To do.
So this headline reads, Joe sent it to me, men who secretly had sex with their in-laws are sharing what went down, and these stories could break up the whole family. Now, these are, I think on purpose, they're not different from scenarios we've shared in the past, but Diz was the moral compass when it came to like stepsisters or stepbrothers, and I don't know where we landed on all of that, but I will run through these scenarios that are presented by men, and Diz will have to decide whether that is wrong or give her that dong. Okay? Do you understand the parameters here?
Yes.
All right, here we go. First one. I am in a relationship with my wife's older sister and have been for almost 4 years now. She is 7 years older than me. We have not had actual sex. I'm going to save that word. But she gives me a handy when I go see her. We make out like teenagers. She is so beautiful, and I cannot wait to have sex with her. She is still married. So that is his sister-in-law. That is wrong, or give her the dong, dude.
Hold on.
Wrong, because she's married and he's married. You're insane, and that's her.
Oh, God, please. But can you please just share the best part of that whole thing, his age?
Oh, he's 61 years old.
Good for him.
He's
So
60.
it's not wrong.
He's
It
60.
is.
He's 61.
He's put in the time. You're like,
He's married. She's married. They're both.
But it's
I mean,
wrong.
they're both POSs, so maybe you could both divorce and then have
It
something.
cancels
now.
out.
Yeah.
It is wrong, but in a different way that like the step siblings hooking up is
Yeah.
wrong. In your opinion, if
I mean,
may.
that is your wife's sister. Does Danielle have sisters?
Yes.
Could you imagine?
Don't answer that. Next question.
No. I mean, no.
Shut your mouth.
No, I mean,
Could
what do
you imagine?
Well, what do you mean?
Hooking up with her
What do you mean? Like,
sweet
could you
sisters?
imagine? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean by that. Like, no, I can't actually.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they go, yeah, no.
That was the right answer. I was just asking a question.
Hold on. There's a bunch of them, and I want to make sure we get to the juiciest ones of all. My son got married at 24 a couple months ago, and at the wedding, I met his wife's sister. She was hot and 22. We started to text, and then she texted me nudes one day.
Oh.
I just lost it seeing her. So the next time we saw each other, we had the best sex of my life. She just came by last week and had sex again. No one knows, and hopefully no one will know. So hold on. My son got married at 24.
Mm-hmm.
His wife's sister. So that's like a
Daughter-in-law.
stepdaughter-in-law.
Oh, wow.
That is
No,
wrong.
like it would be. I mean, there's no relation, but it's his daughter-in-law's sister, and she is about 22.
Oh, God, yeah, I keep forgetting to look at
And
the ages.
he-
Oh, yeah, he is.
66.
Okay.
That is wrong, or give her the dong.
I mean, for him, you probably don't have long time left, so go ahead, dog. Have fun. It's wrong to me, but I mean,
it
it's
doesn't
not as
say
bad
if
as some of
he's
the other ones.
married.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's and again, the relationship, as weird as it is, I don't even know that it really plays a factor. I don't think everyone would appreciate it.
No.
But so all of these so far, in your opinion, these are better than if you
Slept with your sister, yes.
your stepsister.
Sister.
Yeah.
You could just leave it at sister.
Well, there's
No
difference.
blood-
Well,
no blood relation.
difference.
They're
The difference-
siblings.
The absence of blood means something, whether you don't think so or not. Just scientifically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Genetically, yes.
Genetically. Here we go. When I was 22, my brother invited me into his room to have a threesome with his wife.
Nope.
Dude,
Nope.
First of all,
Nope.
threesome with I don't even think that's the worst part. Like that isn't even
That's
the part.
insane.
That's not even the part that's being presented as the bad part. Having
Hey,
a threesome.
brother.
Yeah.
Having a threesome with your brother is probably the worst part of this entire story.
Reminds me of White Lotus.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Oh, my gosh.
That
Which
was so
uncomfortable.
I forgot about that.
Oh.
What did he do?
He looked lonely over there.
He gave his brother an HJ, didn't he?
Yes.
Jesus.
Oh, boy.
This happened occasionally over the next couple of years, but after that, I completely stopped. Fast forward 21 years later, they moved back to my city, And my sister-in-law told me to call her when we ran into each other at the grocery store. I did. She invited me over to pick things up again. This time it was just her and me, no threesome. We spent the night together, and afterwards she told me she wanted to be with me, and then she still loved me. I told her I was not going to leave my wife for her, and she started crying but understood. She said we could still hook up if I wanted to, but I let her know it was not a good idea, and that was the end of it. That is wrong, or give her the dong. So still married to his brother.
Yeah, that's insane. And he's married too.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So what?
No.
I mean, just when you think your life is messy, then you read something like this and you're like, okay, that makes me feel better about myself.
So what the hell does JoJo be reading?
Was it?
What the hell does JoJo be reading?
In what way?
These are her. She showed you this.
Yeah. Well, it was BuzzFeed, so it wasn't. She didn't have to dig too deep into the darkest corners. Of the internet.
Nice try.
Yeah. No, this was from incestualfantasies.com.
Yeah.
Here's another one. I slept with my wife's twin sister 15 years before she was my wife. Yes, they are identical. I slept with her sister in high school and married my wife in our 30s. I did not cheat on my wife. My wife and her twin hate each other and barely speak for completely unrelated reasons. The relationship was shattered long before. My wife does not know and hopefully never will.
I don't think it's wrong, but she's definitely going to find out. You're not going to be able to hide that forever.
15 years. 15
years before they got together. I'm sure there's people that have hooked up with people's siblings before they got together.
Well, and then they hate each other. They also hate each other. So now just the anxiety of knowing that she's holding on to this bomb that she could drop at any moment.
Yeah. You definitely want it to come from you.
Yes, rather than the hated sister.
You should tell her.
Hold on. I'm going to give you one more. I slept with my ex-wife's sister when she was my fiance before we were married. She wanted it to continue, but I didn't.
I slept with my ex-wife's...
My wife's sister.
Yeah, before they were
married. Before they got married.
Oh.
Wrong or give her the dong.
Oh, wrong.
Well, they were engaged, so it's terrible.
They were Yeah,
it's terrible.
But all of these seem to be just morally wrong. None of them, I don't think, cross that incestual line.
Brothers.
That
the brothers was kind of weird.
Yeah, not
the threesome.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, that was like a cliff note. That wasn't even the most. That wasn't even the part they were trying to bring home. My kid brother got married before me to a woman with 3 sisters. 2 of them were twins. I ended up marrying one of the twins, thus marrying my sister-in-law.
Oh, that's weird.
That's okay.
That's a weird dynamic. I mean, genetically, yeah, sure, okay, it's not terrible, but it's like. That's so weird.
What if you go up, but what if it starts that way? So twin sisters, you and your brother, let's go on a double date. Like that on the surface doesn't feel inherently weird until you end up being married and spending your whole life together.
Yeah, it gets murky down the line, but you are right. The way you presented it doesn't sound as bad. Like, oh, we're just going out with these twins.
Oh,
so wait, I don't understand why that would be wrong. Wouldn't that be cool that you like...
I mean... It would be weird for me if I had a brother and we're both married to twins. That would be weird to me.
It would be weird.
There's
we're banging the girl that looks alike. That's weird.
There's twins that marry twins.
What about just the sisters? What if they're not twins? What if they're just sisters? So then I think
that's a little better because now it's like you're banging someone that looks exactly like my wife. That's kind of weird.
It is very interesting when you get into the to the twin thing.
Yeah,
because
even if you're not married.
But they have where identical twins will marry identical twins, and then their children, you cannot tell whose kids are whose because they're
all nasty perverts.
The bloodline is identical.
Yeah,
that is true. Yes, we did a story about that. I don't remember what it was, but it was like they couldn't figure out who was who.
They just be framing each other for murder. Yeah, you'd never be able to prove who it was.
Is that the same? I wonder if, because this one was with babies. I remember the story we did with babies. I wonder if the blood does show up the same. We did a story recently that was about twins and they couldn't figure out whose DNA was who or who fathered the baby.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
But I don't know if murder, if there becomes a gray area where they're like, which one of the twins was the murderer? Because
I don't know. I mean, would your fingerprints be different?
Your fingerprints would be different, but I don't know about your.
I would think your blood. I think it's the same if you're identical.
Your bodily,
because you shared the same sac.
Your bodily fluids could be different.
Yeah,
we've really touched them all here today. I feel like she is Judge Juicy. She is JoJo, aka the Juice. Hit her up on social media at Joanne Petrella, and do not go anywhere. We're going to dig into John's joints, the news of the world, and much, much more. I can give you just a sneak peek. There is a very interesting species that seems to be taking over a bunch of different neighborhoods in St. Petersburg. I think at first you go, oh, wow, these are beautiful. How could they ever be a bad thing? But people are pissed and want to get rid of them. We'll do that. And a non-traditional way people are fighting addiction. All that and the big news, too. Coming up in John's Joints, Drew Garabo will join us as well. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone.
Was in the kitchen cutting chicken up to fry.
If you're a homeowner, you know the stress. You got a lot of things that need fixing, and if you really start digging into the yellow pages or the Google, it's like, how do I trust these people? How do I know how to find somebody to do the AC and the plumbing and the pool repair and the electrical? Well, when you go with Hawkins, there's only one call to make because they really do handle it all. They've handled all of those things in my home. My pool is at peak performance with that variable speed pump from Pent Air, which allows me to control it from my phone. It's saving me money on my electric. They did my electrical, my lighting fixtures as well, and fixed my AC. And you can book online. And when you do, make sure you let them know that you're a Bone listener because it's 10% off just for listening to The Bone. So go now. It's HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call. Handles it all. Whoa. They weren't listening. They totally missed my birtation. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
Little Charlotte, she's as pretty as the angels when they sing. I can't believe I'm out here on the front porch in the swing.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. You can win a cabin on Calta Cruise 20. Visit Stingray Chevrolet and scan the QR code on the Calta Cruise display to enter. While you're there, find the vehicle that's right for you from their selection of new and used cars. Calta Cruise 20. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For more info, go to theboneonline.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
This is Mav, spokes-eagle for Veteran Air, the home services company proud to serve you. Did you know eagles fly on water too? That's right, we use our wings like oars, like a feathered kayak. So if you need help with the water in your house, remember, Veteran Air has expert plumbers ready to cruise over and help with your emergencies and projects. For a limited time, you can get $50 off plumbing repairs of $250 or more. Learn more at veteranair.com.
Veteran Air. If you or someone you know suffered any injuries involving a deployed airbag, you could be entitled to compensation. Morgan & Morgan has already recovered millions. Get America's largest injury law firm fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds, and you can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Rates may vary.
We're saluting our heroes with savings all month long at Crown Kia during the Memorial Day sales event. Drive a new 2026 Kia K4, just $209 per month. Or a new 2026 Kia Sportage, just $229 per month. Plus, we're doubling our military discount for active and retired service members. Shop Memorial Day savings all month long at Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
Badger Bob's is now in Tampa Bay. Hey, it's Galvin. Got an electrical problem? You can mention hanging a chandelier, panel upgrade, circuit breaker repair, or EV car charger installation. Limited time offer. Your service call fee is waived with approved electrical repair. Whole home backup generator installation for only $134.99 per month. Zero down in all future repairs, and annual maintenance are no additional charge ever. Get a free estimate for generator installation today. BadgerBobs.com. Electrical license EC130009294.
This hour of Senning Show sponsored by Trajan Wealth. Retirement planning built on trust.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Joint with your host, John Senning.
Well, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt. We got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down by the river on a
Welcome back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Joints. Every afternoon at 3 o'clock, we fire up the news of the day. We call them our joints. We got some nuggets of life and much more. I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. Drew Garabo is here. I believe he went to go procure some food that is being delivered by Joelle's, a delicious spot in St. Pete. John's Joints being brought to you by MarijuanaDoctor.com. There is 40 locations across the state of Florida. And if you've been waiting to get your medical marijuana card, what are you doing, first of all? There is no feasible other option in sight. There's not a vote locked in where things are going to change. So the only way to take advantage of these dispensaries we've got here in the state of Florida is by getting your medical marijuana card, and it's easy. Go, MarijuanaDoctor.com. Find your location nearest you. There's going to be a close one. Use the code BONE30. That's going to get you $30 off the initial certification. Nobody's offering savings like that right now. You'll go in, you'll meet with the doctor and the staff at Marijuana Doctor, and that same day you will be certified. You can go perusing at all the different dispensaries using those first-time patient discounts, which the idea behind those is to put the money back into your pocket. And they'll blow your mind. A lot of them build as it goes on. And you'll find different dispensaries. Oh, this spot, I found that I like to get my edibles from here. I like to get my flour from here. My tinctures and my vape cartridges from here. There's a whole world waiting for you out there. So go now and book it. MarijuanaDoctor.com. Sharon, you're the absolute best. We love you so much. Joelle's, the best of the best. So go get your medical marijuana card today at MarijuanaDoctor.com and use that code BONE30 today. So good to see you. Thank you. Our patient needs you more than ever. This is a real life. This is the real life doctor right here.
Yes.
More than any other doctor you're going to find. The best of the best. Joelle's, if you have not been there, Drew turned me on to it, and every time I get to taste some of that pastrami or any of your other delicacies, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I see that matzo ball soup, which is just will hit you right where it needs to hit
Jewish
you.
penicillin, my man.
It absolutely is. It makes me feel like it. You're the best, Sharon.
You are
so
the
good
absolute
to see you.
best.
Thank you.
You're a mensch.
Yes, we'll all soak it in as much as possible. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Sharon.
you. Thank you. You're the best. You're the absolute
What
best.
a great lady.
That is yeah. You should just take that and just start chugging it. Right now.
I just need to know the temperature. If it's tepid, I will.
Yeah, you suckle that down. I found this very, very interesting because the story. I wasn't sure if it was enough to knock this guy off of his high horse, but a lot of people talking about Spencer Pratt and the fact that he's running for the mayor of LA. A lot of people are high on him all over the place. And he made this video where it surely seemed like he insinuated that he was living outside of this, or he's living in this trailer at the property where his house once stood. He's blaming all of the politicians locally for the fire that just burned everything up. So he posts this video, surely makes it look like he is living inside of the Airstream trailer. Well, it was determined / found out that he was not living in that Airstream trailer, and he was actually staying at the Bel Air Hotel, which is a very, very bougie hotel in the LA area. And I have to say, he didn't really try to BS around it. Maybe a little bit, some semantics on, I said, this is where I live. It was kind of his thing. Like, this is the property where I lived, and now it's gone. And there is a trailer there, but I'm staying at the hotel. I'm staying with my parents. Fun fact, we did this like 2 or 3 times. I've been to California 2 or 3 times, and every time I went, my family had rented this house in Santa Barbara, technically in Carpinteria. It's right. one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. You're overlooking the ocean, and when you look behind you, you have the mountains. It's just this immaculate place. The neighbor, and I don't know how my grandparents got hooked up with the with the rental, I think initially, and staying there all those years ago, I found out that the neighbor of that house is Spencer Pratt's parents. So I know the house that he's staying in with his parents, and it's about as nice as you could possibly be, which doesn't make it right or wrong. But he did something that was either very, very clever or extremely cringeworthy. I'll be curious. I don't know if either of you've seen it, Diz. I feel like maybe you haven't seen it. But he released a music video about his situation with the Airstream and everything regarding it.
Now this is a story all about how my life got turned upside down, and I had to take a minute to run for mayor. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air.
I hate it. It's him pulling in the Bel Air hotel with the Airstream.
West Los Angeles, Palisades. In my backyard is where I spent most of my days. Feeding hummingbirds, relaxing all cool, avoiding all the bums outside of the school. When a couple politicians who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got at one little fire, my mom got scared and said, "You're moving in with Harvey Levin in Bel Air." About 7 or 8, and I yelled to the rubble, "Yo ho, smell you later." I moved to my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel Air.
And he's outside of the Bel Air hotel. I don't know if it's good or bad. I mean, it feels like the people who live there are just so over how bad that LA has gotten that they're going to probably elect this guy. Like I just think there are so many homeless people. Like, he's been doing these videos where he goes to parks and he shows, like, this is where he'll have a still shot on a playground, and he'll go, "This is where your kids are supposed to play." And then he pans the camera over, and there's people leaned over on fentanyl. There's dirty needles on the ground. I mean, it's slowly been a thing that we hear more and more about. But I think it's going to be hard to beat this guy simply because the people that live there might even have to vote against what they think is their political line to vote for this guy to get some change. Now they're trying to debate, is he being funded by Republicans? He's not saying he's a Republican, but they're saying he's funded by Republicans, and I don't know if this music video is going to do him any favors. I still think the guy's going to be the mayor of LA.
It's a real tight race from everything I've been seeing out there.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, and I think it's kind of the Donald Trump rub, where not the best example modern day, but I do think people are craving something different still. And clearly maybe Donald Trump wasn't the answer, but I think people are like, okay, we've been screwed by politicians for so long, and this city has become a shell of itself. Like, let's just try something else. I think is probably where people are sitting these days.
Yeah, politicians clearly aren't getting the job done, so maybe bring in people who aren't politicians. I don't know if actors is the right profession.
Well, he's not even an actor. I don't even know what he is.
Oh, yeah,
I think
what
he's
is he?
A reality TV star, really. Barely. I think his wife was the reality TV star. He was he would just happen to be with her. And
Heidi Montag, is that who?
Yeah, and I do think it's fun to remember that before all this happened, he was just feeding hummingbirds in his backyard.
Oh, that was sweet.
Those were the good old the good old days. This is a very interesting story, and Joe Rogan was in the Oval Office. What was it, a month ago or so? And they were signing new legislature about freeing up research on certain psychedelics to help with a bunch of different things. And there is a new study that's pretty damn interesting. A single dose of magic mushrooms could help cocaine addicts break the cycle. According to a new research study, global cocaine use hit record highs in 2023, with more people turning to the illicit drug during the pandemic than ever. In the UK, it is the most widely used legal drug, second only to cannabis. And currently, there are no approved medications for cocaine addiction or other stimulant use disorders. The only resource available to users is cognitive behavioral therapy, a type of psychotherapy. And now hallucinogens, such as psilocybin, which comes from magic mushrooms, have shown promise in treating a number of mental health conditions, including alcohol use, breaking the habit of smoking, and helping those who are dependent on cocaine. The new study used 40 cocaine users for around 6 months and found that psilocybin was deemed an effective treatment. Participants were randomly assigned either a single dose of psilocybin, the psychedelic compound found in the magic mushrooms, or a placebo antihistamine Both groups were supported by licensed therapists, and those who got the psilocybin, almost all but one, for that period of time, were able to abstain from cocaine after doing it. I mean, I believe it. I mean, I think if you're going to be open to psilocybin and all of these different things being able to help you in all of these different mental situations, that is a sickness that is in the brain, to be addicted to something. And, you hear about the hero's dose and all of that, being able to rewire your brain. I think bring it on at this point. We've got there's almost a tie-in to the California thing in this story. It's almost like, should we just be handing out magic mushrooms to all of the drug-addicted hobos on the streets of California and just hoping for the best?
I mean, what bad could happen if you give a bunch of bums psilocybin, right?
Probably nothing more than the meth and crack and all the other the fentanyl and zombie drugs that they're already on. After the initial pre-screening, participants then completed up to 5 psychotherapy sessions and 7 days of no cocaine before the study period commenced. After the all-day drug session, where participants were given either psilocybin or the antihistamine, they underwent 5 more therapy sessions, and it was deemed at this point it's only 40 people, but this is a reasonable expectation that this could help people trying to beat addiction.
Dude, how pissed off are you if you sign up for that experiment and you end up in the friggin' placebo group?
They gave you the Claritin. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna get some mushrooms, man.
So mad.
And they give you the Claritin. This is not an official joint, but I did want to mention, I alluded to a movie earlier that I watched because it tied in with the female on male rape. But I watched 2 great 90s thrillers, which I feel like at one point I had watched all of the great 90s thrillers. One of them was in the top 10 on Netflix for a while, and I had it written down. Striking Distance with Bruce Willis and Sarah Jessica Parker.
Okay.
I don't know it.
Very, very, very good. I liked it a lot. He's a cop. I don't want to give away the whole damn movie, but he's a cop. There's a serial killer on the loose. That serial killer, this is all within the first couple of minutes, kind of kills his dad in a roundabout way, and then they believe the serial killer is caught, and then like 10 years later, the serial killer reappears and is killing people near Bruce Willis. So they have to figure out who it is, and very, very good. Striking Distance.
All right.
The second one was, what the hell was it? Oh, I was looking for 90s thrillers, and it said that this was the close forgotten cousin of Cape Fear. It's Denzel and John Lithgow. It's called Ricochet.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think you've seen it?
It's a good soundtrack, right?
I don't know.
Ice-T, I think, is on the soundtrack.
Ice-T's
He's
in the movie.
in the movie, that's right.
Ice-T is in the movie.
Wow, I forgot all about that.
And it's very, very good. I didn't finish the end of it yet, but John Lithgow, I thought him as Trinity Killer was the was the only psycho role he had ever played. This version of a psychopath makes the Trinity Killer look like child's play.
Yeah.
He's got like a dead eye. He gets locked up in prison, and he's able to get out one way or the other and go after Denzel. I didn't finish it yet, but if you happen to be into the 90s thrillers, these are prime 90s thrillers.
We say you like Companion.
Yeah. It's been so long since I've watched it. I don't know when it came out, but it feels like it was maybe like a year ago.
Dude, what a clever movie, right?
Yeah. I don't know what I was going to give away, but you don't really know what's going on until later in the movie. I think maybe I did know going into it. Have you seen it?
No.
It feels like something you would like.
No.
It's no, you wouldn't like it, or no, you haven't
I've
seen
never
it?
heard of it or anything.
I am not open to the possibility.
Yeah.
It's like you think you're watching this guy in a relationship with a girl, and then it turns out the girl is maybe not a traditional girl.
Beep boop.
Yeah, it's like beep boop beep beep beep
beep
boop
boop
beep
okay.
boop beep boop beep. But that was really, really good. We didn't get the chance to do our what you watching with Gordy this week, but another thing that we watched, highly impressed, had low expectations. The Dutton Ranch is hitting hard right off the bat.
Really?
I was after the Marshalls and not being super into it. I was like, what has he got up his sleeve? This Dutton Ranch show that is like the story of Beth and Rip once they go to try to start a new life.
Yeah.
Immediately like firing on all cylinders with a murder mystery tie-in. It's really, 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 really good. They dropped 2 episodes right off the get, and I'm craving the third one.
Oh.
I would say far more Yellowstone. It is pretty much a continuation of the feel of Yellowstone with maybe more intrigue, with maybe more stuff cooking. And Ed Harris is got a major role in it.
Love him.
And Annette Bening.
Love her
she's
too.
Like she's kind of like the new evil John Dutton. That's because they had to move to Texas, so she's like running Texas when they get there, and she's kind of evil.
That sounds
But
great.
It's very, very good.
All right.
What else did I watch?
What else did you watch? You had a lot of time to watch TV.
Yeah, we watched The Crash. We did watch The Crash, which is a great documentary. Those two movies. I don't know. I slept a lot. As much as I watched stuff, I also slept more in the past 3 days than I've slept in the last few months. So
Preach.
Not too much. We have a neighborhood that's right up here off of 4th Street. We go to the park up here. And it's always fun to walk through and drive through because there are peacocks in this neighborhood. And when you just see a peacock, like if you don't have to deal with the peacocks being around, you just walk up on a peacock, you go, damn, what a beautiful bird. This is just astonishing. And the beautiful bright colors, and they're just so big and crazy. I've been hearing more and more stories about how they are
dicks.
Not only are they dicks, they're taking over all these different neighborhoods in St. Pete, and people are pissed. The presence of some stylish residents in Gulfport is starting a hot debate among neighbors who say peacocks are running wild throughout the city. Residents say you can find them on people's roofs, cars, the sidewalks, and the trees, coming out in the evenings and the mornings when it's not hot. The most underrated, maybe unknown thing about the peacocks that people don't know, the noise that they make is blood curdling. Like the noise, it's absolutely, like to think that would be your wake up call every morning, because they are often, when I see them, they're normally on people's roofs. Hold on, let me see if I can find a peacock call so you can know exactly what I'm talking about. But I saw the Pinellas podcast dude had all these different neighborhoods that he was talking about. People are trying to kick the peacocks out. And I guess there was a rush in St. Pete long ago where these smaller neighborhoods were bringing them in. Like people liked the idea of having them in their neighborhood and around, and they've multiplied at such a rate that that now they're just they're everywhere. Hold on, let me see if I can get this.
Dude, we've got them at the farm, and they are so annoying.
And
ones.
They go poo-poo everywhere, too.
They crap everywhere. They eat all the cat's food.
Oh, man.
They're terrible.
Oh, yeah, hold on. That one doesn't actually sound so
not
bad.
that bad.
Oh.
That's bad.
You say it's not bad. Imagine it's on your roof. Imagine it's on your roof at 5 o'clock in the morning. Residents say they can find them on people's roofs, the sidewalks, the trees, coming out in evenings. Some people love them. They say they add local flavor, and it's a nice touch to the neighborhood. Other people are absolutely pissed off. Residents raising concerns during the city council meeting, which put the peafowl debate front and center. They peck your cars. They jump on top of your cars. They tear up your garden. And people are looking for a way to get rid of them. There's a lady who's referenced in this article, been living in Gulfport for more than 15 years. She said that the group in Gulfport can get aggressive. They come at her animals and her on separate occasions, but said they usually won't let people get too close. She's recommending that people who have problems with the birds try deterring them with fake owls or other natural predator noises. I'll be curious to see if this becomes a more concerted group effort in St. Pete to try and get rid of the peacocks. Because I know up here off 4th and Riviera Bay, Jungle Prada, like there's now, I think, like 6 or 7 neighborhoods in St. Pete where they are just running completely wild.
You know, in Gulfport, they've got that candy shop, too, and the peacocks are so prevalent there that they opened up a series of lollipops, and you can go down there and get a peacock sucker.
Even through illness, the man brings the heat.
You get a peacock sucker. Okay, thank you. Emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Oh, God, something you said. Hold on.
What, peacock?
Gulfport, no. There was something popped into my head.
Candy
I know
store.
what it was. I picked up my phone to look this guy up because I meant to write it down in my prep today. I have gone down the rabbit hole of this guy who has a new account on social media. And what's the point of bringing it up if I can't remember the guy's name?
Ryan
but
Hoppy.
all he does is like old history lessons on St. Pete, and he like goes into all these neighborhoods and tells you all of these wild stories. And I knew some of this, but man, they told the story of how St. Pete got put on the map, and it was by putting the railroad in St. Pete. And the guy that was like running the railroad at that point, they bribed him by telling him if he brought the railroad to St. Pete, he could name the town. And they did that. And he was a Russian dude. And so he first of all, I think his last name was Demens, because we have the Demens or Demons Landing down there by the water. That was the first rail stop in St. Pete. And because he was from St. Petersburg, Russia, they let him name the city St. Pete. But he goes into all these different neighborhoods and how they kind of got to be. The other thing that a lot of people know, the first ever commercial flight left out of St. Pete. The Janice, the pilot Janice, that's how all of that got to be named Janice everything, because the pilot was Janice. The first ever commercial flight went from St. Pete to Tampa, and I think they said that it was like $4,000 for this guy to fly from St. Pete to Tampa. Tomorrow I will give you the guy's name once I figure it out, but I think it means I'm getting old when I find so much interest in history.
No, just more aware and more interested in the things that surround you.
He also
like an old person.
You're like an old person.
People do. Yeah, I'm old. Like who are you?
The other interesting thing is, all the brick roads around St. Pete. Those were all laid when they were originally laid. They were laid by prisoners, and he said some of them are not as original or not original. He said you can find the originals because they have the thumbprints of the prisoners still on. And he was like walking down this road where you can see all the thumb marks from where these prisoners laid the brick. Very, very fascinating.
That's stuff. Cool.
Yeah, but yeah, as I do get older, I find myself being more interested in history.
Nothing wrong with that, John.
I don't know.
Those who do not learn history are doomed to repeat it.
I was going to do this for that thing, but I pivoted because I felt like we were a little heavy on the true crime at the beginning of the show. But this is a wild story. A Nashville YouTuber has been hit with a $20 million verdict in a defamation case over a true crime video. The family of the victim said the videos spread false claims during a time of intense grief and caused damage to the family's reputation and emotional distress. The defamation trial involving it's funny because they're calling him a YouTuber. The guy is actually he's a country artist. Like a lot of people, I've played his music a bunch, and I think people would know him first as a country rapper type guy before they would know him as a YouTuber. This is Ryan Upchurch, and this is the guy
Church
who just got sued big time.
Church. I know his name as a country artist.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get stoned in my backyard, lay off in the tall grass so my view is the stars.
The lawsuit was filed against Ryan Upchurch by relatives of Kylie Rodney, a 16-year-old California girl who disappeared in August of 2022 after attending a party near Tahoe National Forest. Her body was later found in her SUV in a nearby lake. Authorities ruled her death an accident and said there was no evidence of foul play. The girl's father, Daniel Rodini, and the grandfather sued Upchurch in federal court in Nashville in 2023, claiming that he defamed them in a video titled "Zero Proof of the Kylie Rodney Situation Being Real." According to the lawsuit, Upchurch suggested the case was completely fake and part of a scam to raise money through GoFundMe. Attorneys for this girl's family said the videos spread false claims during a time of intense grief and caused damage to the family's reputation and emotional distress. The case centered on the limits of online commentary in the true crime community, which has only blown up over the past 10 years, and whether statements made in viral videos can cross the line from opinion into defamation. The jury's verdict awarded $17.5 million against Upchurch. They released a statement pretty much saying this was freedom of speech. It's our most fundamental right, and are speaking out against it. But I would imagine it will be a landmark case. Not everybody, more people than ever are making true crime videos, thinking they can interject themselves in the investigation. You got the Don't F with Cats people, and it's just interesting that this probably sets a precedent. You can say whatever, but don't think it will come without consequences. I don't believe this guy probably has $20 million, though.
He's about to learn. Isn't there a way you can word it like a question where you won't get in legal trouble? Like instead of saying, I think this is a scam, what if this was all a scam? If you're just asking questions, I think
Probably. And we can throw this at Just Call Mo.
Oh.
Interestingly enough, to bring this full circle to something people might remember, when I was on my Jelly Roll burial tour that I did, the video that was posted of Jelly Roll without him knowing, where he said kind of compared himself to Jeffrey Epstein and said all this crazy stuff, that video was taken by Ryan Upchurch. So this guy is, people think he's completely unhinged, which he is. We went and saw him at the Dallas Bowl a couple years ago, and he's unhinged. You see a couple songs that you like, but he's the guy that will break down and do a 10-minute rant on the government and everything in between. So let it be known, if you're a true crime podcaster or YouTube, could come with some ramifications, even though you think you're in the clear.
Yeah, getting a lawyer on retainer, I think, if you're going to say something is fake, is a pretty good idea because he can tell you how to word things where you won't be liable.
Well, and I understand that this is a crazy parallel and a leap to make, but like everyone's talking about this Chud the Builder guy and what he was doing, and I think that there's like it is auditing. Like what that guy's doing is auditing the Constitution. He's trying to push and find how far can we really push this? What can I say? Hate speech, fake lies, whatever it may be. Where I think we're starting to learn that freedom of speech has some, it's not as cut and dry as you may think.
No, there's an amendment to Amendment 1 that says that fighting words are not protected by free speech. So if you go up to someone and say something that they designate could be fighting words, that First Amendment might not cover you.
Yeah, very, very interesting. Do not go anywhere. We got more joints to fire up. Punch the Monkey has not been in the news for a minute. Remember, this is the little creature that everybody fell in love with. He was being bullied. Another example, I would imagine, of the internet going too far. People think they know better. People think they can do something. And I will let you know how Punch the Monkey led to 2 people being arrested. And if you're traveling out of St. Pete, some exciting news when it comes to Allegiant and how you can travel more freely across the country. I think it's pretty damn cool. I'll give you all that and a bunch more coming up next to the back half of John's Joints. This is Upchurch as well. This is my favorite album of his, Pioneer. He's going to need the streams because he owes somebody $20 million.
I'm more of a fan of Updog, really.
Yeah, he is. What's up, dog?
In the scene, whole game like a ballroom. Came about the mud, had to go to my dance shoes. Hit the moonwalk when I'm leaving every interview. I never look back, even when I'm leaving rooms.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough side right now, we do have reports of a crash with lane blockage. Hillsborough Avenue West at Hanley Road. If you are heading that direction, just use some caution. And we also have a report right now that I-275 North Howard Franklin Bridge, right lane is blocked, but I cannot tell right now if it's due to a crash. I'm Ashley with traffic.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Celebrate the land of the free because of the brave. During the Memorial Day sales event at Crown Honda, drive a new 2026 Honda Civic, $169 per month, or a new 2026 Honda Accord, $217 per month. Plus, active and retired military service members get an additional $1,000 off. Shop Memorial Day savings all month long. Online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-722-6439 for complete details.
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Call 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
AutoNation Toyota Pinellas Park knows that the joy of having a car is in the going. That's why we have prices you can trust on an incredible selection of your favorite new Toyota models. Camry, Corolla, RAV4, Tacoma, Tundras, and more. Plus all your favorite pre-owned cars and trucks. We even offer exceptional service done by our expert techs. No wonder people come from St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Tampa, Largo, Seminole, and Gulfport. So go to AutoNation Toyota Pinellas Park now. Less stress, more go.
Memorial Day is a time to remember the heroes who gave everything for our country and honor their freedom we enjoy every day. WeatherTight Windows believes your home should feel just as comfortable as the life they fought to protect. Your home should feel like your haven. With energy-efficient hurricane impact windows, you'll stay cooler and safer. Celebrate Memorial Day with special savings featured on the WeatherTight Windows website.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
We're saluting our heroes with savings all month long at Crown Kia during the Memorial Day sales event. Drive a new 2026 Kia K4, just $209 per month. Or a new 2026 Kia Sportage, just $229 per month. Plus, we're doubling our military discount for active and retired service members. Shop Memorial Day savings all month long at Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAWFRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
I love days like these at the pool, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. I'm ready to make a splash with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza. Skyrizi is a prescription-only injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. At 4 months, most people saw 90% clearer skin when measured from head to toe, and many were even 100% plaque-free. People also saw significant improvement in psoriasis symptoms of pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Now there's nothing on my skin thanks to Skyrizi, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
Summer storms are coming. To get your home storm ready, just call Patrick and Heather Thomas at Bolt Electric for surge protection, backup generators, and all things electrical. Online at boltelectric.com.
Tampa Bay, get ready to eat, drink, listen, and enjoy. The Tampa Bay Barbecue Festival and Competition is May 23rd and 24th at Vinoy Park in St. Pete, featuring Rodney Atkins, Blackberry Smoke, and more. Enjoy award-winning barbecue, cold craft beer and cocktails, live music, games, and more. Get your tickets now at TampaBayBarbecue.com.
At Farrah & Farrah, our power comes from lawyers who believe in your case. Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Any showers and storms around for a time this evening will be ending, then partly cloudy to clear in the mid-70s. And again, tomorrow, sunny early, clouds will build to be a few afternoon storms and highs mostly in the low 90s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
I also forgot Upchurch has my favorite song about UFOs.
Is this it?
Silver Circles.
I bring the power of lightning, trouble of rain, smiling at death in my casket champagne. I see the future, so they.
Welcome back to Senning Show. You're in the midst of John's Joints. We're firing up the news of the day and much more. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy, and that is Drew Garabo. Drew Garabo Live is headed your way in a little over 20 minutes. Your next chance at $1,000 happens at 5 o'clock. I meant to text you this morning. You hear the commercial that's running for the giveaway?
Oh, Phil Stick.
Phil Stick, filthy boy.
$1,000.
Yeah, he was very excited. Not everybody is excited. He really knows how to work. Shout out to the filthy boy wherever you are.
He deserved it.
He does. John's Joints brought to you by Bubble Down Car Wash. The rain is back, so add one more thing that is working against your clean car on top of the bugs, the birds, the pollen, the sand, the dirt. With the unlimited membership plan, you can go through as many times as you need to keep your car clean every single day. They've got those long wash tunnels, which just aren't for fun. They make your car cleaner. The spacious vacuum, so you're not bumping into the person next to you, and the staff that's always there to look out for you with anything you might need. They've got locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, Spring Hill, and the newest spot in South Tampa on Southdale Mabry. Plenty more coming, I promise you that. Check them out today, and you will have the cleanest car in town every time you bull down.
I'm only half human.
So, man, hantavirus, we loved you so much, and then you were you were gone before we even got a chance to be fully scared. And it does, this new thing that everybody is talking about, it does make you wonder how much of the coverage is leaning into the fear factor that we all have because we lived through COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Because there have been many Ebola outbreaks throughout the last 20, 30 years, and I don't know that it's headline news all the time. And I think the hantavirus thing is dying down a little bit, and maybe everybody's understanding that that doesn't really have the capability to spread the way that a COVID does, because the Ebola outbreak was now the number one story on NBC National today. The death toll from an Ebola outbreak in Central Africa rose sharply today, with the head of the World Health Organization expressing concern over the scale and speed of the epidemic. At least 131 people are believed to have died, and 531 suspected to be infected. According to the Congolese Health Ministry, an American missionary was among those who tested positive for the deadly disease. Global health experts are worried about the capacity of the outbreak to cause widespread illness and death in Central Africa, not least because this rare strain, the Bundibugyo.
What?
Hold on, let me sound it out. Bundibugyo.
Okay.
Virus has no
Seems real.
approved vaccine or treatment, and a shortage of available tests. They asked Trump yesterday if he was worried, and he said, yeah, I am worried, actually.
Oh.
So I don't know if he was just like, this is something we have to focus on. The outbreak was undetected for weeks, which is a problem, adding to the complexities and containing it. It has ripped through a region already ravaged by war and conflict. Jeez. And, this has popped up. This has popped up a handful of times. I think it was like 20 years ago. I was reading this morning.
Yeah, it feels like that.
Worst Ebola outbreak in history. Yeah, 2014 to 2016. 10 years ago. The West Africa Ebola epidemic. It resulted in 28,000 cases and 11,000 deaths.
Jeez.
So, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't remember exactly the details. I should have texted her because my sister-in-law was in
Liberia?
Monroe, Liberia. Yes, she was in Liberia at the time, and there was things were just on edge a little bit. She wasn't in that area, but honestly, anytime you're over in the general region, it's to be concerned. So, not telling you not to freak out, just saying that it happened in 2016 and you probably never heard about it.
Yeah, and don't go back. Don't go to Africa.
Yeah, don't hold off on your African plans for now.
You know why I always remember it's Liberia? Michael Jackson had a song on either Bad or Thriller that's Liberian Girl, and I always think, oh yeah, John's sister-in-law. She did Peace Corps stuff in Liberia.
And she met the love of her life and her husband and her baby daddy in Liberia.
He's an African?
No.
Oh.
He's a white. He's a good old-fashioned white.
He's a white.
He's a good old-fashioned good old-fashioned white. But they were in Liberia in the Peace Corps together when they met.
So cool.
It really is.
That's pretty dope.
It is crazy, and it's crazy too because he is like this guy. Have you never met him? Have you, Drew? Ike?
I just saw him in the parking lot once.
Yeah, so he grew up kind of like in the woods of Michigan and Arkansas his whole life.
Oh.
And like he would be out in Liberia, like they're catching groundhogs and cooking them. And still to this day, he is like, can live off the land for real. And hell of a guy. Met in Liberia.
I mean, that's a survivalist you want to be around when
really
the apocalypse
is.
comes.
I will tell you, if the S hits the fan, I'm headed to Arkansas because he's going to be able to
Arkansas?
Well, that's where he is. So he's going to be able to have a better chance to keep us all alive than anybody else I know. So
hell yeah,
Ike. If it comes down to it.
Questionable name, I will say that.
Save room for me on the
Thank you, Drew.
on the boat.
Drew got that.
He'll be cooking you up some Nutria.
I'm trying to get the
Ike Turner.
joke.
Like a little.
Ike Turner.
What's love got to do with this, bitch?
There was a joke on the roast of Kevin Hart. I can't repeat it because it's very offensive.
I'll say it.
No,
we can't say it as a like on air.
Yeah, no, we
Okay.
couldn't be able to say it at
No,
all.
we can't say it as in we white people.
That's what I thought he was saying.
No. It wasn't a white people joke.
Oh.
It was offensive. It was offensive. It was a Jewish offensive joke.
Oh, I'm here, sitting here eating a bagel with some Nova.
Yeah, I should probably just walk it back because we can't say it at all.
Oh.
I'll tell you off the air.
Okay.
Go watch it if you want. I don't know what it is about drunk drivers that go the wrong way that just makes it feel all so much worse. A single decision on I-75 destroyed the lives of multiple families and left a 21-year-old driver dead in Charlotte County over the weekend. According to the Florida Highway Patrol, Dennis Lee Olson, he's 53, of Lee Acres, was drunk early Sunday morning when he triggered a wrong-way crash on I-75. He's facing felony charges of vehicular homicide and DUI manslaughter. He remains locked up behind bars in the Charlotte County Jail. It was just after 1 a.m. on Sunday. FDOT traffic cameras near mile marker 150 captured a chilling sight, a Ford F-150 making a complete U-turn directly into the northbound lanes of I-75. This is someone who made a horrible decision, and it cost somebody their life. Troopers say Olson was drunk, very drunk, with an alcohol level of 0.222, measuring nearly 3 times the legal limit. His truck hit 2 oncoming cars that killed a Bradenton man and left a woman in the second vehicle and her 12-year-old and 15-year-old passengers with serious injuries. A third vehicle collided with the debris, sustaining minor damage. Like, this guy made a turnaround in the, like, I think when I think of the wrong way drivers, it's just very, very hard, even if you're in an area that you're not familiar with, to put yourself in the mind frame of being so drunk that you can get onto the interstate driving the wrong way. And this wasn't even a situation where the guy was like, I got turned around and I got on the ramp that was the wrong way. He was going the right way, and then he busted a U-turn in the middle of the interstate. He's gonna have the book thrown at him no matter what. But I would, and I don't know if it makes sense, like to see like added charges for wrong way debacles like this, because there's just something so terrifying and just something you just can't comprehend about these people that, for whatever reason, this guy being completely wasted, get on the interstate, driving at interstate speeds, going the wrong way. Like, that is, I can't imagine cruising down the interstate and then all of a sudden you see headlights coming towards you. It's terrible and terrifying.
My good friend in Canada, that's how his dad lost the ability to walk properly. He was just driving home one day and it was like a 2-lane thing, and guy was drunk and just smashed head onto him. Same thing.
It's so crazy.
You just wake up in the hospital hating life, bro.
I mean, and how wasted do you have to be? Obviously 3 times over the legal limit, but to be so wasted that who knows what he thought he was doing in that moment? Probably nothing. But to just bust a Yui in the middle of the interstate, I hope this man is locked up for the rest of his life, and I believe he probably will be.
If you've never seen a car coming at you on an interstate, you have no idea what that terror is.
Has it happened to you?
Yeah, I was coming home with the Belchers when I was hanging out with them a lot. We were coming home from Hard Rock. Our driver was taking us because we had this flex limo program. He was taking us north on the Veterans, and all of a sudden he jerks the wheel, and we're all like, "What the hell?" Car just comes right in the lane that we were in, south in the northbound lanes. And we all just looked at each other like, if our driver did not have those reflexes, we'd all be dead. It'd be like, famous Fox 13 morning dude dead. Also radio personality. That would have been a tragedy.
It's great. It made me think of that was that wrong way? Was that person wrong way, or were they just driving in a direction they shouldn't have when they were cruising towards the 5K on the Skyway? Remember the cop? I think they were driving the wrong way.
Either that or they had it closed.
And they broke through. Yeah, maybe that's what. Maybe it wasn't wrong way. They just broke through a barrier that would eventually. People be getting wasted behind the wheel. That is a level of intoxication that should not cross paths with driving.
Correct.
I felt like I had punched the monkey right in the algorithm. This was the little monkey in Japan that the whole world was obsessed with for a minute because it seemed like he was being bullied and the other monkeys were not welcoming him into their monkey group. But 2 people have now been arrested in Japan after a person broke in to the macaque punches enclosure at a zoo outside of Tokyo. The Ichikawa City Zoo said on social media Sunday there had been an intruder in the monkey enclosure. 2 people were apprehended by police. The zoo said it performed safety checks on animals and there were no abnormalities observed, and that countermeasures were being put in place. Starting Tuesday, the zoo said it would expand the viewing restriction area and install intrusion prevention nets and maintain constant patrols. Images and videos online showed a person wearing a bright blue suit and a smiley face mask scaling the fence and jumping into the zoo. NBC had reached out to the local police for more information on what these people were doing and haven't heard back. Punch and his stuffed monkey won over the internet's heart earlier in the year after he was cast away by the other monkeys. The immediate reach would be these people thought they were going to be able to rescue Punch the monkey. Like that would be, I think, not sane.
No.
But you would think these people probably watched so many videos of Punch the monkey being bullied. They said, we have to get in there and make Punch the monkey safe. Needless to say, they're probably going to jail. And this is par for the course for the internet. Like you see, it's honestly shocking. I know that they were having to close down the zoo during certain hours because so many people were going. But it's really, when you think of the rough shape people are in, you watch Punch the monkey be bullied so many times, you go, I got to take matters into my own hands. I got to go save Punch the monkey.
I think we could all reach that point. You know, if you're down in the dumps, you're going through hard times, and you see this monkey, like you're like, I can't save myself. I can save Punch.
I can
You stole a cat in your neighborhood.
That is true.
So,
that is
People care,
absolutely
man.
true. Dude, by the way, man, there's,
What?
No, everything's great with Roman. He's
You got to meet Roman, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's living his best life, but the brother is the brother of him is causing trouble around the neighborhood, and
What's
the
up?
lady who has him, it's just I've got myself into it all happens on Nextdoor. This is Nextdoor.
Man.
This is Nextdoor drama. So the woman where his brother is living, she is like posting constantly, knowing where the cat came from, but
Right.
saying, whose cat is this?
Oh, man.
Because it's coming around and like bullying her cats. And he's the brother, we call him Fatu. He is the king of the neighborhood.
Oh,
like
yeah?
this cat is beating up all of the other alphas. There's this one cat that we've seen for years. We call him the demon because he looks so scary. Well, she's telling me that she's been feeding this, and she was ultimately trying to feed this cat and capture to get him fixed. Well, this big cat, the new cat, the brother, has like messed this other cat up to the point to where it's like sick and unwell.
no.
And his face is all. So yeah. So now she's like hitting me up, asking me for help. Like I've become a resource for the cat people in the community.
I mean, you're definitely sliding right into that role you wanted to play, which is everybody in the neighborhood. They come to you for stuff
They
like
do-
that, especially animal stuff.
They kind of do, but I don't. I'm ready to back out. I'm in too deep. I'm good with coyote stuff. I'm good with things like that. But when it comes to the interpersonal relationship, I just can't.
I get that.
I've done everything that I can. But Roman, I will tell you, he's dude, every day he has like a routine now. He's not leaving. He's we got him fixed. We knew that was going to be the case.
Sure.
But he sleeps in the back bedroom all day. Sometime around 5, he'll go and sniff around the backyard, and then he comes right back in. He's been sleeping in a bed right next to my bed every night. Like this cat is he's in the mix.
How are your allergies?
I guess fine. I mean, I thought at the beginning of whatever the hell is going on here that it was allergies, but I haven't really, it's the eyes and my neck and stuff, and that doesn't seem to be happening. So maybe I got over it. Can you get over allergies?
I think you could probably build up a tolerance to dander, right?
No, maybe I have. I beat it in honor of my boy Roman.
I beat it.
And finally, one day our hope is to travel more, especially over the past few years. We haven't really traveled much. So I
In like the U.S., you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just getting out and about.
Yeah.
And I love the idea of quick, cheap flights just for a weekend out of St. Pete, especially with Allegiant, because you can get certain flights for like $59 any one way. So they're adding stops all the time. I don't think I've ever been to Philadelphia, and I don't know that I want to. But Allegiant announced that they're now offering brand new nonstop flights to Philadelphia for only $69 one way, and also Columbia, Missouri, which I decided to research this morning.
Yeah.
Everything I read was that it's a sleeper popping town in Missouri that has like a crazy art scene and live music scene and stuff. And Allegiant just added October 2nd, you'll be able to fly nonstop to Philadelphia and Columbia, Missouri, right out of St. Pete. Which, getting out of that airport, you feel like you're cheating the system.
It's a
Like
breeze.
you go and you Yeah, you're like, what happened? I'm already on a plane and I'm leaving now. So for those that like to take quick weekend trips,
Yeah, I heard that.
What did I say? Weekend trips. I'd go up to Philly. I've never been. Walk the streets, eat a cheesesteak. Come on back.
With your new interest in history, I mean, where better place to go where they signed the Continental Congress?
Did they have
that
some?
sounds fun.
Do they have some good history up there?
Up in Philly, yeah, they got some good history.
What's happened?
Go
what's
see
happened?
the Bell
Liberty
and
Bell,
stuff, yeah.
cracked.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of Philly and Phillies, did you see that Violet Stone announced their new Tampa location?
Where they at?
On Kennedy and Dale Mabry. It was the old Renzo's.
Oh yeah. That's great.
Yeah, so that'll be. I'll be very curious to see how they hit the scene over there. That's becoming quite the little area for food in the Kennedy area. I think that's where they had them in the break room today. I think that's where that pop-up bagel is.
Oh, yeah.
As well.
Yeah, no pop-up bagel here, homie.
Nope, no pop-up bagel here's. All right, that's it. I'm all burnt up. I'm done. I'm out of here. Drew Garabo Live is coming up next. He's got your next chance at $1,000 at 5 o'clock and much, much more. Diz, good to see you.
Welcome back, Doug. Glad you're good.
Thank you for everything yesterday, too, on a moment's notice. Drew,
Always.
Thank you for everything.
Sure.
Continue
Thank
to
you.
feel better.
Thank you.
And do not go anywhere. But before we get out of here, we love telling you about our buddy, Jeff Borum.
He's the guy who's going to help you if you took a job in, let's say, Newport Richey, and you live in, I don't know, Ellington. He will find you a qualified buyer for your home, and he'll find you a great new place to move into. He's the guy we trust, and you can too, Jeff Borum.
Right around those same lines, when you talk about finding somewhere to move or finding someone to buy your home, a lot of people believe, hey, my house is nice. At this point, I can just put a sign in my front yard, maybe throw something up on Craigslist, for sale by owner, if you will. Well, those days are gone in the Tampa Bay area, and that's why you need Jeff Borum and his team, because of that masterful marketing machine where they might have somebody who's ready to buy your home before you even know you want to sell it. No matter what you got going on in the world of real estate, you've got to reach out to Team Borum, powered by eXp Realty.
Jeff will give you options. He can sell your home. He can buy your home. He can even rent your home. Google him right now, and you might be packing tonight. It's Borham for the guy we all trust, Jeff Borum.
Thank you to the Juice as well, JoJo. We love you. We'll be back live tomorrow at 1 p.m.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone.
Big winners, right?
The Bone Bonus. Congratulations, winner. You won $1,000.
Oh, this is awesome. Man, I've been trying for years, man. Oh, man, this is incredible, man. It's my birthday next week. This is Dave from Tampa, and I just won $1,000 on the Bone.
Keep listening to The Bone for your chance to win cold, hard cash. It's the Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah & Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Right lane northbound Howard Franklin Bridge is back open. Hillsborough Avenue west at Hanley Road. That crash is still there, now blocking the center lane. Seeing slowdowns to the I-4 I-275 interchange, along with I-4 East heading towards I-75. I'm Ashley with traffic.
Get down to Crown.
Crown Hyundai.
Get down to Crown.
Where you can find Memorial Day offers all month long. Like a 2026 Elantra SE, just $159 a month. Or a 2026 Hyundai Tucson SE, just $199 per month. Plus an additional $1,000 off for active and retired military service members. Each comes back with America's best warranty. 10-year, 100,000 miles. With Hyundai Owner Assurance. For full details, call 1-800-844-558-8149.
I'm Dan Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, millions of people called us for representation. Why? Because trust grows when you win, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion and counting. When you call America's largest injury law firm, you're calling a family. You're calling an army. Our army. You're calling somebody who will fight for you. Injured? Let our family fight for your family. Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Injured? Dial #law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Congrats to Adrian and Mary, last year's winners of the $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, installation is included, and most windows are installed in under 8 weeks with a lifetime guarantee that's going to transfer when you sell your home. And now is your chance to win them for free. Just text the word WOW to 20129 to win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. Text WOW to 20129.
Now, at McDonald's, wake up to a $4 breakfast meal deal. Wake up to a sausage McMuffin or a sausage biscuit, to hash browns, and wake up to a hot coffee. Get your $4 breakfast meal deal.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher for delivery.
All new drinks are now at McDonald's, with refreshers like the strawberry watermelon refresher and the mango pineapple refresher with popping boba, to crafted sodas like the Sprite Berry Blast with berry flavors and cold foam. Who knew ice cold drinks could be so fire? 6 all new drinks are here now at McDonald's.
Refreshers contain caffeine.
Now, at McDonald's, wake up to a $4 breakfast meal deal. Wake up to a sausage McMuffin or a sausage biscuit, to hash browns, and wake up to a hot coffee. Get your $4 breakfast meal deal.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher for delivery.
When the summer sun is bringing the heat, there's only one place that can't be beat. From spicy nights to toys that tease, XTC and Planet X aim to please. Too hot to sleep? Too hot to chill? Come grab some fun that fits the bill. Lingerie, novelties, games galore, and maybe a little something more. So when the forecast says heat wave tonight, turn up the passion and fun tonight. When passion calls and desire is a must, your secret is always safe with us.
America is turning 250, and Furman Ford is celebrating with serious American value. What does that mean? Now through July 6th, you pay what a Ford employee pays on select new 2025 and 2026 Ford trucks and SUVs. That means huge savings on the Ford trucks and SUVs built for hardworking families, small businesses, weekend warriors, and everything that makes America move. And these guys do business the right way. No addendums, no forced add-ons, and no surprises. Check them out on US 19 in Clearwater or at FurmanFord.com, and make sure when you go see Bob Murray and the crew, you let them know that John Senning sent you.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group. And I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. After 15 years and over 50,000 cancellations, I